Everything is working. So, we're back with Down Darker Trails. Northwest Territory, Pacific Northwest Spheres, that's what I call this campaign. Let me get this up, and this up, and oh shoot, I forgot to do one thing. So last time, Jack went and got a puppy. And that was his day.
Yeah,
And
and also my horse.
oh yeah, no, the horses were the day before. Remember?
Yeah, but roll for my horse.
Oh no, we're not going to do that right now. We can do that
Okay,
at the
that's
end of
fine.
the session. We're probably not going to run a full 3 hour session since Kyle's not here. Since Kyle's not here either. Let me get this going.
That's fine.
William Hazard, meanwhile, walked around town trying to question people, to talk to, and ended up talking to Pastor Costigan of the Methodist Church on the Hill. Managed to bully his way into the church to look in the
Minor
in the
bully.
steeple, in minor bullying, where he found a mark on one of the sills that goes around the open windows of the steeple that aimed right at that house. Yorie, people say that house is a couple miles away,
Hmm.
but it's actually further than that. It's probably about 4 miles off. So I've been giving y'all incorrect information. Um, he then bullied Costigan into allowing him to come back to the church that night. They're supposed to meet at Costigan's house, which is across the river. If you look on your map, the newest map I gave you, it is number 44 across the river from the rest of the main part of town. Um, it should be under gaming text down darker trails. Let me pull that up right over now. Yeah, I gave you guys a new
Oh,
map.
there it is. Okay.
It's on the left side of the map. It's a good sized house, 2 story house, very nice house. Yeah, obviously the church pays pretty good money. So when we left last time, Hazard was going to the saloon to meet up with Jack and Star for dinner.
Yeah.
Um, and that's what you can do. Uh,
Oak.
Let me put this here so we can see names: Jack, William Hazard, and Max Ryder is me. Uh, so yeah, the saloon is basically the saloon. It's the same every night. It's not super crowded. It is a Friday night, but people work on Saturdays. So, oh, and the date is currently Friday, March 23rd, 1877. There's a few other people in there drinking or eating as you take your. Who wants to get there first?
Me. I just bought
Okay.
a dog. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. You've been kind of having a slow day. Not much has happened to you.
I'm feeding the dog scraps.
Okay, yeah. Nobody seems to care you have a dog in the saloon.
Fish
What did you have
scraps.
for supper, Yori? Or what did you order for supper? Or what did you have them bring you for supper?
Fish.
More fish. They got plenty of fish.
They got plenty of
They
fish.
got
I'm not
cod,
gonna ask them to
salmon.
go out of their way.
They
They
also have other
bring me things
things.
they
Keep
don't.
that in mind. Here's my
Yeah,
list.
but like it's not fresh. Maybe
Mm,
the other things they've been shipped in. Maybe.
that's true. So you got your meal. Is your valet with you?
Yeah, he's probably eating whatever he wants to eat. He's eating a beefsteak Wellington. I don't know.
Sebastian likes chicken,
He likes chicken.
and he wants lots of Tabasco sauce. He likes his food hot and spicy.
Gotcha. Did he bring his Tabasco sauce? He needs to roll for luck.
Okay, I'll roll for. Hey, somebody, you can roll for him, Yori. Let me pull out the
Okay.
character sheet. I made character sheets for you guys, valets, so I know their stats. I look forward to killing them both soon. I mean, they're great guys.
Oh, he rolled 18.
Hey, we might be killing him soon. I don't know.
18's pretty good.
I think.
You've never
He
heard
got
of
his
him being
Tabasco
particularly lucky or unlucky, Yori. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And yeah, he has brought his own Tabasco sauce. He's running low. He's been using it now for weeks. Um, he puts it on his chicken before he digs in. Let's have a little conversation here. As you're both eating, every time you take a bite is when he asks you a question, like right now. So when are we heading home? Sorry, he's kind of Cajun. When are we heading home? But he's also kind of upper class Cajun.
When I've made myself a name in this town.
Well, you're a puppy saver. He kind of gestures down to the puppy that's actually jumping up and has its front paws on your leg, Yori, while you're sitting there like, I want.
On the lap.
Oh, he's on your lap? So, okay. I love it. So the puppy's trying to intercept every bite that's actually supposed to go in your mouth, and
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're giving him her. It's a her.
Her.
She's a runt.
Yeah.
She's very small. She probably weighs about 5 pounds, and she's weaned, and she is loving the food that you're feeding her.
Yeah.
So yeah. So your puppy is in your lap and enjoying getting as much of your food as she possibly can. You're a puppy saver. You got your puppy. Time to go home.
They don't write books about puppy savers.
I'll write you a book about you
Now,
saving.
Sebastian, you're not a well-known author.
How do you know this? I could be many. You don't know much about me.
And if you are, it's those kind of books that you got to write pseudonyms for.
Well, I do admit I can be quite bawdy with the phrase. But that's neither here nor there. We should get you home before before you get killed. Don't you think? Oh, puppy intercepted another bite.
I ain't gonna get killed. They don't write books about killed men. Well, unless they do something good before.
He gives up in frustration, as he does every night, and settles in to eat his chicken and cornbread. Uh,
I
and
talked to him about looking for a house tomorrow so we can at least get out of this hotel.
a house to. You don't have the money to buy a house, do you?
I can wire it in.
There's no wires. They got no telegraph here. Have to
I
come
can
via
send
mail.
someone. I could send someone to wire it in.
Who you gonna send? You know I don't ride. I don't like to ride.
Well, about that, I did get you a horse.
We're both gonna die in this town, aren't we?
Nah.
And that's when William Hazard comes in. His own valet, Daniel Graves, trailing behind, looking about, very, keeping an eye on things. Keep just watching. Hazard, you come in, push open the swinging doors. There's a few people in there. Someone's over playing on the piano tonight. Because there's a piano on one side and a very small, like, stage kind of area that you've not seen used yet. But somebody's over there with a bowler hat, a brown bowler hat, kind of chubby, red hair, just playing away. Um, and you see Jack. And actually,
I rode with the old man,
yeah,
but I don't know his name.
you see Jack and the old man, who you and Star assumed was his father. At least at one point you did. So they're over there. One of them has chicken, and Jack is apparently digging into fish. There are some potatoes probably on the side, cooked like cut in half and then cooked in butter, and probably some biscuits, like just that flop biscuit kind of stuff where you don't. It's not formed or anything. It's just foop, bake it, put it on the plate. Oh, are you muted, Jack? You're muted.
Oh yeah, no, I muted for a minute.
Okay.
I was muted, yeah.
No, I could hear Yorie slurping away. Good
Nice.
role play.
I was
Good role
muted.
play. But yeah, that's what you see, Hazard. There's a couple other people sitting at other tables. You don't see anybody that stands out particularly. You don't see Cunningham, for instance. So what do you want to do when you come in?
Daniel, if you'll get us some dinner, I'm gonna
Yes, sir.
see if I can't talk to Jack.
Yes, sir. He heads for the bar. And what? You walk over to the table?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're just sitting there.
Well,
Jack's dad, or whatever you want to call him, looks up, looks at you, kind of glares at you. Not. It's hard to tell. He just kind of like, and then just goes back to eating, and doesn't say a word to you. Kind of gave you a nod before he went back to eating.
are these seats taken?
They're never taken for you, sir.
I
hear
see you
could buy
found
this whole
yourself a
town.
friend.
Yeah, that's right. The dog looks at you, and she's panting and yips a little, kind of barks at you, but not a real bark. More
Yeah.
like a gimme food bark. Ah,
More food.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you sit
Good.
down at the table. There you go. I'll be
So,
Sebastian.
Jack, are you still interested in helping solve the case?
Of course, you got any
See,
leads?
man. There is word of a haunted mansion down the coast.
That one
I
that's way out
heard.
there?
Sorry?
That one that's way out there?
Yes. And my man seemed interested in it, and if it is haunted as they say, that could explain his disappearance.
Yeah, ghosts like to take people. I know that from my books, my learning. Jack West fought some ghosts once.
Interesting. Did he win?
Yeah. I think it was his one of his traveling companions that time though. You know, guns don't do too well.
What?
Might have been the Indian woman.
Okay. Well, I'm going to check it out tonight from the church steeple. But I believe it'd be wisest to approach it during the day.
Why?
Well, if there are ghosts, I'd rather be able to see it a little better.
Oh, okay.
If you
You
can
have fun out
perceive it.
there.
Oh, if you don't want to come, you don't have to, but.
Well, what do you mean come? You said you're going up to the top of a steeple and looking out at a
Oh,
house.
oh, no, I meant tomorrow. I'm sending you an
Oh,
invitation.
yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Is Daniel on his way with the food?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say,
If you're
because if
looking for
not, then I
Mr.
might switch tables.
If you're looking for Mr. Star, I saw him
He's still waiting.
come in earlier.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, good idea, Yori. You saw him
I
come
saw him.
in.
I saw him coming
How
earlier.
did you
and
react to him when you?
he looked more tuckered than as if he had never done a day of work in his life.
How did you react when he came in earlier, Yori? Were you like, "Come on over" or anything like you just did like
Yeah,
this? He just glared at you and he just walked
pointing
up
at
the
my puppy.
stairs. Didn't even look at it. Just walked up the stairs. He did look exhausted.
He looked so tired as if he had never worked a day in his life.
All right. You have some supper. Daniel eventually brings the food. It's another 10 minutes because everything's
Sweet.
cooked right fresh. It's not like you order it and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
already waiting in the back on our hot
Made
lights.
to order.
So yeah, no, he brings out. He's got a couple steaks for you, potatoes, more drop biscuits. He also has. What is your drink of choice at a dinner time, Hazard?
Hmm.
Well, tonight, coffee, of course.
Is that what you're drinking, Yuri?
Possibly.
No, because he's staying up and he's going in a steeple.
Or more
Oh,
caffeinated tea.
tea. Okay. Yeah, he brings you more hot water and a coffee pot, and makes tea with it. And then yeah, you got time to kill. You're just gonna kill time till you go up there.
Yeah, go for a drink and a smoke
Is
out
Jack?
on the
You smoke cigars,
thing
right?
later. Yeah, cigars.
Is Jack going with him to the steeple?
No, Jack's gone to bed.
Yeah, Jack's
Jack
going
goes
to
to
bed.
bed. All right. So around 9:30 or 9:45, you check your watch. You head over to Pastor Costigan's house across the river. There are lights still burning in the house. Knock, knock, knock on the door. Here he comes. Oh dear. Oh, yes. Wait, let me get my hat. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, yes. All right. He jangles some keys and puts them in his pocket.
Now, Pastor, I can,
No,
of course, bring these keys back to you.
no. I can't allow someone to be in the church without my supervision. It would it's the you would at least have a deacon or something there, and we don't have any deacons, so it's up to me. How long do you think this will take?
Oh, hopefully not too long.
Oh, good, good. Thank you, Jesus. All right, all right. He closes the door behind you and locks the front door. Probably completely unnecessary in the town of this size. You cross the bridge. You walk down Main Street. It's very, very quiet. There are some people lurking in the shadows. Even though it is quite late at night, you can still hear piano music coming from the saloon and bar. You pass the darkened um, Gazette
I'm trying to keep an eye
offices.
out actively too, because we are trying to find suspicious anything for
Yeah,
missing weapons.
yeah. Well, there's people. You've passed some people who are in the alleys or in between buildings. Sometimes, not a lot. Like
Yeah.
tops one or two. You might see the glow of a cigarette or a cigar from one of them. Who knows what's going on back there? It's not terribly threatening. It's just like, oh, there's somebody back there. You go past the darkened bank, the marshal's office. There is no light in the marshal's office. You pass the doctor's house. There's a light on in one of the upper floors. You go by the funeral home or the undertaker. It's pitch black. And then up the hill to the church. Pastor Costigan takes some time getting the right key to open up the front door. Um, uh, he actually has a small lantern that he's brought with him, uh, and closes that back up, locks it behind you, and the two of is Daniel with you? Is Graves with you?
Yes.
The three of you go up to the balcony area, and then from there, there's another flight of steps up, and then the ladder up to the top of the steeple. Pastor Costigan leaves the lantern. Well, no, he brings it with, but it's got like shutters on it, so he can close it up and it'll be pretty dark. So once you get up there, he can darken it in case, so you can see in all its pristine view of Saltmarsh, which
Now, before we go too much further, I meant to try to go to the general store about eyeglass.
you meant an eye, a
Well, like,
spyglass, a
yeah, yes,
spyglass or
any
field glasses,
field
binoculars.
glasses. Yeah.
Make me a luck check to see if you
If they
got
even
there
had them.
before they were
Or,
closed. Because
gotcha.
it's 10 o'clock now and you just thought of it, I'll still give you a luck check if you make it. Right after
Ooh.
dinner, you're like, shit, I gotta get that thing. So no, you
I
didn't
wish we
make
were
it.
playing with coins, because then I could get an O1. I got an O3 somehow.
All right, so we'll retro in. Right after supper, you run across where they're closing up. He was just closing up, and he's like, "What? We're closing up. Come back tomorrow."
Oh, so I just need some field glasses, right quick, and I'll even pay you double price.
Field glasses. Well, huh.
Spyglass,
Okay. All right, come
telescope.
on in, take a look. Um,
Also, James, it's got to be a natural O1 for
I
power
know,
thing.
yeah.
he could make it a crit though, and then the guy's
Yeah.
like, "Thank God, someone's here to buy these field glasses from me."
We haven't had a single customer all day.
Yeah, he's still got an extreme success. That's why they're still open even, and the guy's willing to let you in. So he lets you in. You guys start looking. Now I'll need a luck check to see if they got it. Now you can put an
Ooh.
order in. He mentions as you're looking, he'll order anything. He orders from Sears and Roebuck. They have everything. So I just need a
Of
regular
course,
success.
91
91. There are
makes
none.
up for that O3.
Yeah, that's okay. He lets you in. There are none. He's willing to order some for you, either field glasses or a spyglass. Either way, he can go ahead and put an order in. It'll probably be about 2 weeks. Some strange Minecraft.
Ooh,
Hold on. Let's see. Where is Twitch? Doesn't say Minecraft. It's Down Darker Trails. Anyway, so Scody Arbitas actually can see when he comments. Um, do
nice.
you want to put an order in? Do you want to put the order in for the field glasses or a spyglass? It's going to be at least 2 weeks. It might be up to a month.
Yeah, I don't know how long we're staying here, but because investigations could be a bit, I'll put in for some field glasses,
All
if you
right,
would.
so you're ordering some field glasses through the general store. That's the wrong one. Let's jot that down. He says he will get that in the mail as soon as possible, and then escorts you out, and you hear him close and lock the general store front doors. Um, make me a spot hidden as you're leaving.
Doo-doo-doo.
Do-do-do.
I failed.
You failed. Okay. So yeah, and you leave. No problem. Crash. That's happening in the bar. And then we fast forward back to the steeple of the church where you're at. There you
Up
go.
there without the field glass.
You don't have any field glasses. All you have is the Pastor Costigan.
If we could cover that lantern.
Oh, is it listed as Minecraft? You're right. I don't know how to fix that, so I'm not going to worry about it this time. I don't think.
Oh, your
Edit
thing's labeled
stream
as Minecraft?
info. Oh, you're right. It did. No results found. Ah, you have to change it to crap that they want. So I don't know how to change that to anything
You could
else.
change
I
it
don't
to
know.
like
Just
nothing.
chatting?
Yeah, like just chatting or something.
Hold on.
That's the only thing I can think of.
No, yeah, it's no
There's
tabletop
got to be some
RPGs.
sort of.
There's one. We'll just go
I was
with
about to
that.
say there's got to be something.
There we go. Okay, thank you, Scody Garbitas. I appreciate it.
Barbitus.
I gotta
Love
find.
that name.
There we go. Okay, so now I can get you guys back up. And we can see your names. Sorry for that technical difficulty, and thank you, Scody. Get scared. Get real scared. Okay, so you're up in the steeple. Pastor Costigan is falling asleep on you. He is exhausted. You can see Saltmarsh below you because the chapel or the Methodist church is on top of a cliff that's above the town. Not a cliff, but it's on a ridge over the town. So you can see all of Saltmarsh below you. Um, you look to the south, and you can spot high up on a cliff, a few miles away, the the shadow, the silhouette of basically this house that you've never been anywhere near, so you have no idea, what the layout of it is. It is dark. It's just a dark silhouette. You've got a crescent moon hanging there in the sky. It was let's see how dark is it? Today's the 23rd. Um, the moon is just a hair less than half full as it hangs in the sky overhead. Its reflection on the water, kind of like the reflection on the water, like illuminates pretty well. You can actually see quite a ways, even without field glasses or a spyglass or a telescope or anything like that.
That's
Um,
good.
I mean, well, you're really high up. You can't make out a lot of details, but if there was a
Yeah.
ship or something out there, you'd be able to see it. It's brighter than you would expect. You think that the moon is waxing. The moon's waxing. You do know that because it's brighter tonight than it was 2 or 3 nights ago, and you're
And we
guessing
have
that.
the lantern covered
Yeah, he can cover
so
the
that we
lantern
can
for you.
see a little better
Hmm.
in the night.
Yeah, Costigan covers the lantern. He basically is. He's falling asleep over there. But you realize that if there's a full moon out, it's going to really brightly illuminate this town. I mean, if it's not cloudy, you're going to have nothing but like you can see for miles. Your guess is. Um,
Yeah.
and if there's any kind of a ship or anything like that out there, then you do see some clouds coming in though. You're coming in from the sea. Your guess is that you're going to have some rain by morning again. But yeah,
The
you don't
wet
see
town.
anything. What are you looking for anything in particular or what?
I was looking for any kind of lights, any kind of anything in that direction.
Nothing.
And if not seeing anything over there, looking out on the water, see if there's for some reason boats out in the water.
You don't see any.
Look to the forest, see if
So you're looking
there's
all
any
the way
lights.
around. You're just seeing.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
looking
just
for
looking at
anything out of
everything
the
I can
ordinary.
now.
Go ahead and make me a spot hidden. You do notice a little trickle of
Oof,
smoke coming from
better.
the woods just north of town.
33, so regular success.
Regular success. So just north of town, these woods here, you do notice a trickle of smoke coming from there. Somebody's camping out there or something.
Mhm.
Further away from town, maybe a couple miles, kind of northeast, um, you do spot a distant light, like very, very dim off in that direction. You're frozen, James. Are you still with us?
Hmm.
He was just being very still.
No, he was frozen
Yeah,
for
no,
a
no,
few
I'm with
seconds.
you. You
Okay,
you broke
I
up
heard
for
him
a
say,
moment, but
gotcha.
everything
That's
went
okay.
fine
So there's
afterwards.
a little bit of light, a couple miles to the northeast. It could be buildings or a house or something like that. There is a little bit of trickle of smoke that you notice coming up from the woods just north of Saltmarsh itself. You can see if some lights down in the town. Out on the marsh, it is just pitch black out there. I mean, you can see most of these salt marshes don't have trees or vegetation, and the tree line starts probably a mile away. Your best guess is that's where the freshwater marsh starts. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
this marsh that surrounds salt marsh is salt marsh. original name there, or uh, initial discoverers or settlers. Um, but you don't see anything that strikes you as out of the ordinary. Um, a few lights in town are still lit even at 10 o'clock. It's dark down by the fishing village. You can see some lights downtown, obviously from the saloon.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, so that's what you see. It's a good view. It's a better view to the south over the ocean because you're higher than to the north where the salt marsh is kind of level with where the church is, but you're still above the church like 30 or 40 or 50 feet
Gotcha.
up. A fall from this height would be fatal, probably.
Oh wow. But is it the type of steeple where a fall from here is landing on the roof, anyways?
On one side, yes. On the front of the church, the
Straight drop.
um, yeah, on the front of the church there is a place you might be able to catch yourself before you fall. Maybe 8 or 9, 10 feet down. But if you didn't, then you're going all the way to the ground, which is about a 40 to 50 foot drop. It would be very, very awful to fall from here. And you look
Sounds it.
around, and you're not surprised to see the shadow of the Reverend is like in a corner, like he's kind of like leaning against a corner, and his head is like,
Down to the side, yeah.
yeah, like he's dozing off over there.
Good.
So what do you want to
Uh
do? How long do you want to stay here?
if I can get away with it, 2 hours.
Oh my god. Okay, give me a luck check. If you fail, the Reverend's going to come out of his doze and probably be ready to leave. And then you're going to have to
Got a
deal with him. If you
pretty
succeed,
good
he
luck.
passes out and goes to sleep.
Ooh, barely a regular with
Made a
59.
success? Yeah. The
Yep, out of
Reverend
65.
dozes. You can hear him snore off and on. Um, and you're watching. I need a con check from you. Give yourself a bonus die.
Stay
You're
awake.
not like sitting down or anything because there's no place to sit down up here unless you want to ruin your suit.
Well, I can't roll better than an 01, so.
Jesus, you are so awake. The tea kicks in, and you're just like, give me a roll for Daniel. Let's give him a con check. His con, oh, good lord, Daniel's probably going to stay awake. He's got a really good con. Daniel's a
It's that
healthy,
Eight,
strapping young man.
18
it's
for
that new
him.
coconated tea that Daniel found in the market.
Daniel is,
Good.
yeah, a little bit of laudanum. No, that'd do the opposite effect.
Cocaine.
So yeah, you watch for 2 hours.
Yeah,
Um,
this guy's got the cocaine addiction.
you can hear that was another character. You can hear a snoring coming from the Reverend, from the parson, as he kind of like, and he looks around confused, and then he just kind of dozes off again. Obviously, he's way past his bedtime. By midnight, you have not seen anything.
Nothing changes.
No, the moon
Okay.
moves across the sky.
Any lights go out? Any
Yeah,
smoke
some of the lights
fade?
in town go out. Um, even the lights downtown are dimming. So probably the saloon is putting out its lights at that time of night, maybe closing up.
What about the smoke from the woods
That
or?
continues. The little trickle of smoke continues. The lights way out in the distance go out as well.
Okay.
They actually probably went out pretty soon after you saw them at 10 o'clock.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
What do you want to do?
Should be about enough, Daniel. Let's
Yes, sir.
wake the poor reverend or the poor preacher back up.
He gently wakes the pastor. Oh, are you finished? What?
Oh, yes,
What?
Pastor, and
Where
thank you
am I?
kindly
Oh, yes,
for your
of course.
help.
It's very, very good, very good. He lights the lantern again because he put it out earlier. When you said to shutter it, he went ahead and just blew it out. Uh, and he looks at his pocket watch. He's like, oh dear, yes, oh dear. Can you hold this? And then he starts
Oh, yeah.
climbing down. And when he gets down, takes it down from you. You guys leave the church without incident.
I give
He's
him
got
a
a lantern
$20
pole.
donation to his church.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thanks. Oh, goodness. He doesn't. He probably can't see the bill, but he takes it. He thanks you profusely. Puts it in his pocket, and then he leads the way, walking back down into town. And you can stop off at the saloon while he goes on up. He heads on past the saloon to his house.
And
Um,
we call it a night.
yeah, the saloon is closed up. You have to knock. You eventually get someone to come open the front doors for you, which they've closed. Um, it's that man with the mustache He's wearing
I've
just a
always
Dollar
wondered
night
how does
for
shirt.
his
that work? Are there
inconvenience.
Hold
like
on.
doors inside as well as the
Yes.
Batwing
Yeah,
doors?
there's
All
the
right.
Batwing doors, and then just inside of those, usually open,
Inner doors.
inner doors that they
Yeah.
can lock up so people can't come in at night when
Yeah, yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
down in the saloon. And it's a
All right.
Friday night. People work on Saturdays. It's probably not as raucous as a Saturday night would be because people have Sundays off. They let you in. You go up to your room. You go to bed. Yes, and the next day is Saturday, March 24th, 1877. Who gets up first?
Jack. Well, actually, Sebastian.
Yeah, Sebastian's
He's
up.
always up somehow earlier.
Yeah, he's up. He's shaved. He's in his suit. He's
Good.
he's sitting there reading the newspaper, same newspaper from the day before, or 2 days before actually, because it's the only newspaper around. Um,
He's rereading it.
yeah, he doesn't have anything else
Excellent.
to read, so he's reading that. And then Jack's up. What do you want to do, Yorie? What's your morning? What is Jack's morning like?
Uh, Packing my bag to go to the mansion.
Wait. Okay, wait. Your suitcase? What do you mean
No,
packing
no,
your
no, no,
bag?
no.
Tell me what's
Pack
going on.
Out and
like
about
like
bag.
uh like my
Yeah, we'll
my
get the
supplies, like my rope, my other stuff.
Gearing up.
your rope.
I'm gearing
Okay,
up.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
My field glasses.
Do you have field glasses?
Yes.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh, you should have kept that saved for later when you're walking somewhere. You're
Oh
like,
well, he still doesn't know it. I was going
Oh, yeah,
to.
I don't
Well, you
know.
asked me what, so I
well,
had to tell you what.
in character, it would be nice for that to pop up at the moment.
No, I
Anyway,
was. I was planning on doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got you're not even before breakfast. You're getting all that stuff.
Yeah.
Where are you going? What are you
Because
doing?
I don't know when we're leaving.
That's not your
Oh,
suitcase. Are we going?
yeah, we're going to go check out the mansion out on the
Oh,
cliff.
the haunted.
Yeah, you
I gotta
want to
get
come?
I gotta get my Creole going here a little bit. You heard what he said. It's haunted. You don't want nothing to do with no haints.
I'm pretty sure every one of my dad's boats is haunted.
You're right, they are. By your dad. He scared all the ghosts off. That's how mean he is.
He is pretty mean. He is pretty mean.
So
Uh,
you don't. You're not taking me up there to no haints, are you?
Only if you want to come. I can't make
I
you do
do
anything
not
you don't want to do.
want to go to a haunted house.
Okay.
Okay,
Have fun.
okay.
Sitting here reading that newspaper
I'll
for
watch your dog. You can't take a
the
puppy
fourth
up there
time. Oh, thank you.
for the fifth time. Yes, it's the fifth.
I mean, you could go into town and find some more reading, probably.
Have you seen this town? They ain't
They
got
gotta
no.
have some books.
There's no
somewhere.
library.
The school might have a library, maybe like a shelf of books.
Who goes to the school? There he is. That's not. It's a live focus.
Well, I used to,
I'll
and I'm
find
sure
something.
you used to too.
I will find something to do. I'll watch your dog. I will paper train it. He holds
Oh.
up the newspaper.
Also, I'll probably be taking your horse today.
All right.
I doubt that man has a horse yet.
That's fine.
Those people with their priorities. Everybody knows
You
you get a
just-
horse as soon as you get in town.
Where are you going to leave a horse if you're investigating inside a haunted house? You just tying it up
Tie 'em
outside?
up next to a tree.
All right. Well, good luck. Don't get cursed.
I'm already cursed, sir. And then I just walk out.
Okay, yeah, that's a great way to end that scene. So you go downstairs. Do you have breakfast? Or
Yeah, of
where?
course.
No, where do you go? Do you go next door and wake up Hazard? You know the room he's in. You know
No,
where
I don't.
Star and Hazard are.
I don't know when. I know he was up all night, and I don't know what time he wanted to go.
Okay, that's
so
fine,
I'll
that's
go
fine.
downstairs.
Yeah, more fish for
Have some
breakfast.
breakfast. Send some breakfast up to Sebastian.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you have a nice breakfast. Hazard, how late do you sleep in? You were up till midnight last night. Let's give me another con check.
We'll go ahead and probably try to sleep till 8.
Good lord.
Sleeping in today.
I'm assuming that the Jack's up at dawn or around.
So
Yeah.
I got a success. I got a 39.
So you
what
can wake
was
up
his
when
con
you want to
for?
wake up. If you want to sleep
Okay,
until
gotcha.
you can. If you failed this, then you overslept and it's like 10
When I
o'clock.
when I finish breakfast,
you.
I go
Yes.
over to the general store and
Yeah.
Are they open?
Yeah, they're probably open a little like around 7.
All right.
So yeah, it's open.
and
Ching ching.
I'm gonna
Ring, ring,
order.
ring, ring,
Do they have any Tabasco sauce?
Oh, Give me a luck check. That's not
Okay.
really called for quite as much around here. So if you make it, they
38 out of 75.
yeah, they do. 38 out of 75 is regular success. They have
Two
two
bottles.
little bottles. You know, Tabasco sauce
Right.
comes in small
Yeah.
bottles because it's very potent. Yeah, they got two little bottles
Good.
of Tabasco sauce. Cost you a
I'll go ahead
nickel
and
for
go ahead
both.
and buy those, and I'll
Okay.
go ahead and
Yeah,
put in an order for a whole case more.
that surprises the man behind the counter. Uh, uh, what the hell? I don't care if I can't install updates. I will deal with them later. All right, he gets out his pencil. He starts writing down a case of Tabasco. That's going to be expensive, son. That's going to be 50 cents.
Oh,
All
a
right.
case?
Also,
Yeah, it's
I,
like
I try to I try to
10.
remember what I think is Sebastian's favorite bourbon or whiskey.
Oh. What is it? Yeah. Make me an intelligence check then. We'll see if you recall.
All right.
Update, schmupdate. I always say, says Scotty Garpitas. They're
I think
giving
that's a
you how
hard check.
a hard success.
Hard success.
Yeah, you remember. Yeah, you remember. I don't know of any
Nice.
whiskeys from that era off the top of my head, but yeah, you remember it, and I'll look up a whiskey, and we'll figure it out. Give me a luck check to see if they have any.
Oh, okay.
They do
Really
carry
just
some
have it all
alcohol. It's not just the
already.
saloon that you get them in. This will
It's
require.
a regular
I
success.
was about to say
So
this
they
will
don't have.
require a hard success in order to get it.
All
So
right.
they don't have that brand. They do have other brands of whiskey. And
Yeah,
again, he can
I
order
figured it's
you
like
some.
like about I don't know, 12 bottles.
Oh my god. Okay, that's probably about $12. I don't think
All
it'd
right.
be more than $1 a bottle.
All right.
So, and those are fifths. Those are big bottles, not
Yeah.
pints or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He orders it.
And then I
We'll
go
figure
back
out
to
what that is, and then you just go to the saloon to wait.
and wait at the table. Maybe play solitaire. Is
Okay.
solitaire a thing yet? I think it
So
is.
Hazard
It's a
and
pretty
his
early game.
his valet come down uh, about 8 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock. They're all done up. They've shaved and everything like that. They get breakfast around. It's gonna be 9 o'clock before you're out of there, probably. So anyway, but yeah, Hazard comes down. I don't know if you want to do any role play that morning or just head on. What's the plan?
Oh, good morning, Jack.
Good morning, sir.
Is your
You finally awake?
Oh, we were out late, remember?
Yeah,
We
but you
had to
don't
go
want
to
to
the
be out
sleep-
there late again tonight, so I figured you'd want to wake up early, most time in the sun.
It shouldn't take us that long to get there.
Well, yeah. It shouldn't take us long at all on my horses.
That's good.
Anything else? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, just eat breakfast.
You go to the livery stables after breakfast, right? To get the horses. He has two. Jack has two. We haven't determined the actual look of them yet. Yorie and I have yet to do that. Um, one's a male, one's
They
a
look like
female.
horses.
There's a stallion. Isn't there? Wasn't one a male?
Yeah,
And the female's Jenny May.
Jenny May.
I don't remember if they named the
Like,
male. Did they?
The female was an amazing horse.
Oh
though.
yeah, that's right. The female
Don't
is a
need to go for it.
beautiful, well trained and trim, and just a beautiful horse.
That he got
Um,
for a steal.
No, they're both females.
Oh,
They're both mares because Jenny May was the name of one. No. Jill was the name of your dog, wasn't she?
Jill's the name of the dog, yeah.
Um,
I asked him the name. I can't remember what it was, though.
he said Jenny May. I don't think they gave you
No,
the name of the
no.
horse.
The name of shoot. No,
Oh.
actually, no. I never.
No,
I
you got
did
the
that.
name.
I never.
You got the name of the horse
Right.
you rented.
Yeah, that's right. I
That's
got the
right.
name of the horse I
Mhm.
rented. I never. That's what I realized too. Is I was like, no, I never asked for names at the other place.
You didn't ask at the livery
Good.
stables in Burl for that name, so you don't know
I
what
figured
this horse's name
Sebastian.
is.
Sebastian's gonna name it.
Okay, so you can saddle them up. You already bought gear for them, I believe. So that's two horses, but there's three of you with Daniel.
I figured they could ride together.
Oh, it's so sweet. Who's riding on Jenny May and who's riding on the
I'll be
unnamed
riding on Jenny
stallion?
May.
All right. So
Unnamed
the
stallion.
unnamed stallion, um,
That's a great name.
unnamed nobody, and you
Wait.
head out.
Oh, shoot. Oh, never mind. Let's go.
Nice. Okay. So,
It's 4 miles. Probably takes you about an hour to ride up there. Without any rush.
From the road, can
Yeah.
we see the house as we're riding up?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, I'll pull up
There
my
are times
glasses
as you.
and look at it at
Okay.
times.
Yeah. At one point,
just look over.
you stop. You stop
Wow.
as he pulls his some field glasses out, and he looks up. You're probably still a couple miles away, and he looks at the house with the field glasses.
Just quietly mutters, "It's like that would have been convenient to have."
Yeah, it would have.
Jack said he's a bounty hunter. Bounty hunters got field glasses.
Gotta be prepared.
Gotta be prepared.
Whereas
Let's see what we got here on this house. So what you've got is it's on a cliff top.
Mhm.
The cliff is probably a good
No.
70 or 80 feet drop down to the ocean. You're a little higher than where you were where the church was. The church is probably 40 or 50 foot up above like the sea. Oh,
ground level.
give me a spot hidden real quick, James, on your way out of town before we move on to this. I forgot all about this.
And 37.
That's a success. You do notice
Yes.
you guys are riding out, and as you're passing where the sea shant, like the fishermen's huts are, there's a man come running up the road and runs past you into town, and he does appear to have a black eye. So there you go. Anyway, so then you ride on up to the house.
Huh.
You don't want to get an idea check on that, James? I think I know who that is.
No, you can remember that or not. There is a 6 foot high stone wall surrounding what appears to be a garden. The wall.
Wait.
Say again, James. You're breaking up again. He's frozen. People.
I need to remember who that is.
Do what? Yeah, you can make. I'll give you an intelligence check, but Yorie, shut up. You need to make him get these ideas on his own, because he wasn't
I'm
going to
sorry.
remember or even think.
Well,
about
that's
it.
what the idea check is for.
Yeah, but
To remember things.
did you make it?
I mean, do they look familiar?
No, doesn't look like anybody.
I
you've ever
did
seen
make
before.
it, but okay.
Well, somebody, obviously a sailor, fisherman, is in trouble. He's been punched, and
But he's coming from the mansion area?
no, he's coming
No.
from the fisherman's
Sea
huts,
shanties.
running downtown.
Oh,
past
okay,
you
I'm
guys.
sorry.
You guys are riding
Never mind.
one way. He's running. He kind of just runs the other way. Keeps looking over his shoulder.
No, I would have figured that. I
Somebody's-
thought you were saying from the mansion, so I was a little confused.
No. You guys hadn't even gotten to the mansion. I was retroing in that you saw this guy run
Gotcha.
by.
Yeah,
Okay,
excellent.
let's move to the mansion. Obviously, nothing's going to come of this little incident in town. There's a 6 foot high stone wall, and a garden inside. You notice a lot of holes in this wall. Actually, I can send you a picture. Here we go.
Good.
One moment. Yes, haunted house pictures. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, how much money worth of product went missing, by the way, Andy?
You don't know exactly. It was a good amount though. It was
Triple digit though, right?
yeah, definitely hundreds of dollars of missing product.
Okay.
Because rifles aren't cheap. They're not like
No.
$100 each, but
But yeah.
let's see. Gaming text down darker trails. Here we go. Now this shows it kind of in a like at night. Oh shit, it's raining too, by the way. Nope. We'll reroll. Let's see exactly what weather we got going. No, it's a sunny, beautiful day. It rained that last night though. You saw the clouds coming in. By midnight, it was threatening rain. You got back, and you could hear rain hitting the roof when you got back to your room.
Okay. Perfect timing.
Ooh. Now this is
So it's
like
a brick
almost.
wall.
This is more of a like a nighttime scene, and it's daylight right now because it's only about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
So you can see a garden through there. It's overgrown with weeds. The wall is partially collapsed in several places. So it's easy. You could easily climb through any of these holes. There is also uh, the main gate is open. Obviously, it's heavy. It's ornate metal construction. Still functional, but it's like ajar. One of them is ajar. Um, the garden itself, inside, you can see that's overgrown. There's no sign of any kind of care over the years. The house itself appears to face the cliff, but it stands back about 80 feet from the cliff's edge, is your best guess. You guys are coming from the east, and the house faces south towards the water. James is frozen again. Oh, thank God, because that face, oh, it was terrifying. Um, the house is like a T shape, goes across the front, and then like this into the back. So it's like three wings. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can see several windows, broken glass. Let me grab out my maps. So just to give you kind of an idea, we're going to give you a quick glimpse of the house. This map has been... Oh, it hasn't been modified, so I can't show you this map. Basically, like that.
Oh,
you know what I
nice.
mean? Like, front of the house is like wide with wings, and then the back of the house goes back. Um, just to give you an idea, it's 2 stories tall with a gabled roof on top. You can see several chimneys coming out. You can see a lot of holes from missing slates in the roof. The house itself just looks dilapidated overall. Windows are broken, and it is just it's not a pretty sight. This house has obviously been abandoned for years. You don't know how many because you haven't asked anybody in town anything about this house. But there you
Nope.
go. And you're just
Does it
outside the
look
wall.
like? Does it look like somebody's moved door recently? Not
Somebody's
the
moved
iron
what?
fin. Like the door. Like, does it look like the front door
Is
has
there
been?
dust disturbed?
You can't see the
around
front door
Yes.
from where you're standing. Right now, you're still
Yeah, you gotta get
outside
close
the
to
wall by the iron fence.
Head
The
on
fence
in.
is on the north west side, and it looks like there once was a path that went kind of around the front of the house and curved around. If there were any outbuildings, they're gone. There's just no sign of them. They might have been taken away or just rotted and fallen down, blown over, anything like that. So, Scody Garbitas asked if there is a terrible secret of Saltmarsh, and there is.
Well, of
They
course.
passed a sign that says, "This way to the murder house, established 1816 on Murder Death Hill."
Nice.
Is that really a sign?
Okay. So I'm sorry. Where
No,
are you
it's the
going?
Pickersville
What are you doing?
sign.
What's the plans? 3 of them.
Well, it looks like he's just going straight up to the front door, so I guess I'll follow.
Okay.
Straight up to the front door.
So
But
you
I'll be looking
ride
around
your
the garden.
horses into the grounds. Right?
No.
I need these details, guys. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Don't
no,
just-
that
Horse
is
is getting
important.
tied up at the iron gate.
Yeah, you can time to the
And
iron gate,
I
no
let
problem.
him do with his horses what he wants.
Yeah, they're tied up.
They're not going in.
But
a
yes,
spooky
I
mansion.
wanted to definitely walk towards the front door, though.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
going around the front of the house. You can see a lot of broken windows. The front of the house has like over a dozen windows total, ground floor and second floor. And the front door is closed, um, but not locked. It creaks open ominously. Um, you can see cobwebs everywhere. Woodwork looks rotten. There's a lot of dust and dirt and rubbish scattered in profusion in the house. There's enough light coming in through the dusty, dirty, broken windows that you can see fairly well. You see droppings, mouse droppings, rat droppings. Um, the front door opens into a musty, dirty entrance hall. To your left. Well, let me give you the
he
flavor
did-
text first. And
Well, what I was going to say is he did want to check before opening the front door whether it had looked like it had been disturbed before.
yeah, you can do
recently.
that. Give me a track check.
Yeah.
You already got
I was
track?
thinking that might be it.
do. Does
Okay.
you want to ask Jack to do anything?
Track check is do you like step forward before as he's reaching for the door? Are you
Oh
like,
no, I'm assuming he raced ahead while I was tying up the horses.
No.
yeah.
I
He
would've-
seemed
I would've
pretty
waited.
impatient.
I would have waited. I invited you.
Okay.
Okay, he waits
He
for
would've
you to
waited
tie
for
up
me.
the horses. You guys walk to the front. He's getting ready to just go through the
I would
door
stop him.
because
Yeah.
right, you're not really worried about Hazard's not really like
Well, it
looking for
was
tracks or
that's
anything, right?
James was the one who wanted to check for
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I was gonna try to look for anything. I'll actually say too. It's like Daniel, do you see any? Wait, actually,
Any
how long
signs?
ago was this guy missing? It's actually been weeks now, right?
What guy? Bat? It's been almost a month.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
best guess, it was mid
You know
February
what?
when
I'm
he
not a
went
track
missing,
guy.
according to the newspaper article. It was mid February. Yeah,
So
you can each make a
Daniel,
track check if you want to look
Right.
for tracks and stuff around the front door or any signs of recent ingress.
yes, basically, I was gonna
37
ask
out of 40
Daniel and not Jack, and then Jack would be
or
like, "Oh,
49.
Daniel doesn't know shit about track. You know that. He's not a tracker. He has other
37 out of
skills.
49.
That's a success.
Yay.
You could still try to look around. Yeah. Um, I'm not even going to roll for Daniel. He's not even going to look. He's kind of looking around. He's making sure there's nothing dangerous around here.
yeah,
Um, it doesn't appear to be outside. There doesn't appear to be anything, Yorie. You don't see any kind of markings or tracks. It doesn't look like anybody's been through this doorway in a while.
Gotcha.
Uh, so Hazard opens the door, and here's our flavor text now. The front door opens into a musty, dirty entrance hall. To the left, a corridor leads into the west wing of the house. Um, and that corridor appears to go is about halfway in that wall. Um, to your left. On either side of the corridor opening, the walls are bare, but some pieces of wood in the corner near the window indicate that a small wooden table or chair once stood there. That's in this foyer. It's a very large room. It's probably about 30 or 40 feet across, about 30 feet
okay.
across, 30 feet deep. To your right, a staircase, a staircase. To your right, a staircase. God, I still can't say it. A staircase climbs to the next story, reaching at a balcony. So it goes up, which overlooks the hallway along the north and the west side, or directly ahead and to your left. So the corridor to the left goes underneath this like balcony. Um, the stairs appear they look pretty solid, but the balcony rail is broken in several places up there above you. Under the stairs at the rear of the hall is a third corridor that leads directly away from you to the north. Um, no, to the right. But then straight ahead, there's another corridor that leads directly away from you. Looks like it goes right down the center of that north wing. So that's what you can see. There is a lot of trash in this room: leaves, debris, broken pieces of wood, insects, dead insects, rat and mouse droppings everywhere. This place is nasty. Hazard, did you wear one of your nice suits?
Not the white one. No. But yeah, no, I'd probably be wearing a gray suit.
Okay. So that's what
Why
you
a
can all
suit at
see as
all?
you peer in through the front door. Place has obviously been abandoned for years.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I say we look at the first story first. Maybe some sort of secret basement.
Why is it doing
You
this?
could definitely
matter,
store
Yuri?
something here.
Um,
And then I
acrobats
go
being
off to the
weird.
left.
Oh, for your character sheet?
Yeah. I follow him to the left.
Okay, going to the left first. So that's the corridor that's right in the middle of the wall. Um, you creep over there. Um, that hallway goes about 20 feet, ends in a door, and then there's a door on either side as well. More debris, rat droppings are here, dust, cobwebs. It's nasty.
Hmm.
What's the plan? Right now, Hazard's in the front.
Open the left door.
You go up and open the left door. Let's see what you find. You can tell the room was probably once a library. The door's not locked. There are two windows in this room. It's probably about 20 feet wide and about 12, 13 feet deep. There are bookshelves around the walls. Most of them are broken now and in many places have come away from the wall altogether. The few shelves still intact are empty, but there is a pile of books in the let's see, the southwest corner. So it's forward and to your right, down in that corner. There's just a pile of books.
Just poke around. Look at
Okay,
the book titles.
you're gonna poke around. What about you? What
Yeah,
about
I'm
Jack?
looking at I'm looking at the book titles too.
Okay. It looks like there's more than a dozen books in the pile. They're untidily thrown in the corner. They're covered in cobwebs, vermin droppings, and mold.
Yeah,
Ew. Um,
dig to the bottom. Those should be the best books.
Probably. They look like they've been partially spoiled by the damp mold and the mice. Some are still legible. Um, it looks like there are histories. There's collections of romantic poems. There are three that are clearly titled on the spine, like yeah, like you said, like in the bottom of the pile underneath all the rest, where they probably got the least amount of damage. They uh, they are titled Gemstones, Herbs and Flowers, and the Metaphysics of Mathematics.
Ooh, I pick up the metaphysics of
Okay,
mathematics.
it is dense. It is. Do you have science math?
Uh-uh.
Wow, what is this? There are no pictures. It
Uh-huh.
is all like it's tiny print. The pages are full. There's a lot of like breaks where there are mathematical formulas. Um,
Are they like written
Okay.
out? Like has someone been scrawling in this at
no, no,
all?
no. This is a printed book. Somebody
Okay.
published this book at some point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll put that in
Um,
my bag.
you're flipping through it. You're getting ready to put it in your bag, and it opens towards the back, and there's a piece
Uh-huh.
of paper in there.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay.
it's looks like it's torn from a larger sheet. And it looks like it's been spoiled by the damp. Most of it's illegible, but the only thing you can make out is the words are two words that
Hmm.
read "beyond skeletons."
Mm. That's all I can make out on that piece of paper.
Yeah, the rest is all wrecked. It was in pencil. It's all been smudged really
Do
badly.
I see any pencils around here?
No, no, no. This was
All right.
probably written years and years and years ago. It's not like a fresh piece of paper. It's an old, like almost damp, almost moldy piece of paper.
All right.
But
That's
yeah,
going on the floor.
do what?
That's going on the floor, and I'm
Okay.
putting the book in the
He
bag.
just drops a piece of paper. Hazard. Don't know if you care. Or if you have an interest in these
I'm
other.
looking for accounting kind of stuff.
There's no accounting stuff in this room. No,
Nope. Didn't think so.
nope.
What was the other two books
The
that were at the
properties of
bottom?
gemstones and the properties of herbs and flowers.
Hmm.
More notes.
How good condition is the romantic poetry one?
Bad.
Bad.
Some of the poems towards the center are still legible. The books smell. You know how old books that have gotten
Yeah.
wet a lot. It's got that weird damp
I'll grab
smell.
that. I'll
They're all
grab that
like,
herbs and flowers
you
too.
know how
And
they're all
look through it.
poofy. How they get all poofy
Yeah.
when they've
No, I
been wet.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. They're in bad shape. They might be salvageable. Probably not. The
I'll
herbs
look
and
through the other two as
the
well.
herbs and the gemstone books are intact enough that they can be read
Hmm.
in their entirety. These three books are the only intact ones in that pile.
Yeah, I'm looking through them.
Yeah, it looks like one is about gems. Um, it has a lot of mythological stuff about gems in it.
Uh-huh.
What some of the like properties are. If
Are
you
there any
wear,
dog-eared
Crystal kind of
pages?
lure.
there are not dog-eared pages. No, these books look
All
like
right.
until they were abandoned here, they were in pretty good shape.
All right.
Are you taking all three? Are you taking?
I'm picking between gemstones and
That's
herbs.
fine.
Can't decide. Take all three.
Okay. The piece of paper's just laying on the floor. The rest of the books are pretty wrecked. Some of them, when you pick them up, they would fall apart.
Oh, nice.
More nasty than nice.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
Everybody can make me a quick intelligence check. I'll give you something. Actually, let's wait. Let's wait until you finish this section. Now, where do you want to go? The floorboards
Okay.
creak underneath you quite ominously, but seem to be solid.
Gotcha. I was about to knock on them to see.
No, no, no. I mean, it's like a little bit, but it's not like every step you're feeling
Yeah.
like you might go through. No, these feel pretty
All right,
solid.
this time it
Um,
did save.
So I'm just gonna hug the left, basically, for exploration.
So, are you going to the door at the end of the hall, or the one that's right across the hall from this door?
Into the hall. So exit
head
this door
down.
and then left.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The door at the end of the hall is unlocked.
Yes.
It appears to be. It looks like there is a living. It's a living area. It's a good sized room. Length. It's like wide, not deep. Scotty says, check all the books for money. Maybe Grandma put some in there to keep it safe.
Grandma's money.
He's already looked through the books quite a bit. Um,
Not for Grandma's money.
You can
Oh
see
yeah,
that the
no,
door.
I would have asked Jack too. Hey Jack, did you find something?
He dropped a piece of paper.
Just a
on it.
note that said "Beyond Skeletons."
That doesn't sound relevant, but
Actually,
what about
he
those
definitely
books?
says skeletons.
Skeletons.
Skeleton, that's good.
Perhaps it's a crypt, says Graves. That's where you'd find skeletons.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you move on.
well,
Well, he's already said he's going in the next room. I'm trying to give the
Yep.
flavor
Yeah.
text. So
No,
the room
no, no,
is wide, not as deep. It runs the length of the width of this wing. There's a fireplace opposite from the door. To the right, there's another door that is just lattice work. Probably had glass in it. It was probably a French door at one point, and there's a very wide
and that leads
window.
outside.
It does lead outside. Um, you can see what looks like a patio or some kind of a stone, like solid rock out there. Um,
I do track around that door.
okay, you can head over there and start looking around. It looks like the paving out there is now cracked and overrun with weeds. It was probably once nice. Um, you also see what looks like a pile of refuse in the corner, far corner to your left, front and to the left, southwest corner. It looks like other than that, the room's bare. There's no furniture or anything in here. So you got the fireplace, refuse, and the door, which Jack's walked over to the door.
Hmm. Just head back into the hallway and to the next door on the
Okay,
left.
you leave
That's
Jack behind. Jack, you can
Yep.
make me another track.
Okay.
He's looking at the outside door. I know that's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's fine. Daniel follows you, obviously.
Regular success.
Regular success. Yeah, Yorie. There's nothing outside, but you can't help but notice that there are some markings in this room. As you come back in, you're like, you see there's a path in
Go
the
to the
dust.
fireplace.
No, it doesn't go to the fireplace. It goes. It kind of comes from the doorway that leads back to the first room you were in, and it goes just over into the center of the room, kind of towards the north side of the room where you're standing in. Remember, this is the room that's long north and south, so it's kind of this shape. You're up here by this door, and this track kind of goes to right in the middle in this area,
Okay.
and then it goes back out down back to the. It goes from there to the corridor is what you find with your track check. Does that make sense?
So it comes from the room we were in,
It comes from the hallway,
the hallway.
and it goes to this spot on the floor, but it does. That's it. It's like somebody. It's like it's not your tracks. You didn't go over there.
Yeah.
It just kind of goes there and stops. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like somebody came in and the dust kind of was pushed aside, and then they stopped, and maybe they turned around and walked back out, or disappeared
Okay.
completely.
I'll walk over to that spot.
It's a spot.
I'm looking around.
It's
Give me a spot hidden.
All right.
You start kind of like, what the hell is this?
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one.
Is it?
Oh, 02.
Is that an extreme?
That is an extreme with
Wow.
my base spot hidden.
So
Good.
you're like, these boards.
Are loose.
No,
No.
it's a trapdoor. You pull up very, very, just a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not like, but you're able to. You find two places where you can grab it and you can lift, and there are a set of stairs underneath. But this just looked like floor. It was not like it's not a
Yeah.
trapdoor. It looked like party floor. So you're like looking at that. We're gonna jump to James, who's already left the room
Yep.
with Daniel.
I was like, there's nothing in here.
Right, you already went. You left, and that's when Yorie was like, well, that's when Jack stopped, and he was like, look at this.
My plan was to be like, we're at the end of a route. He'll check that room. We'll check this one. Then we'll
That's
just
fine.
get back with him.
Splitting
But
up
we'll see
is
what
the-
happens.
Splitting up is the Call of Cthulhu way to go. You go to the other room across the hall from the library.
Yes.
This appears to be. It looks like a study, maybe. There's a fireplace. There was a fireplace in the library too, a small one, on the wall of the hallway. And this is like opposite it. They're not connected because the hallway runs between. But there's a small fireplace. Once you guys explore the whole house, I'm going to give you the map.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've set up one map that anything that might be hidden on it has been removed. I've set up a bunch of maps actually, and I really should get those ready for you guys. So give me 1 second, and then I'll.
Well, no, that's
describe this
perfect.
room.
I'm gonna grab some chips and cheese.
Okay, make it quick. Let's
Oh yeah.
see. No, that's not it.
But yeah, my acrobat was
Ancient
doing a thing
maps.
where
It's
every
right
time I
there. Bam!
tried to save the PDF again and update it, it was doing like a um, pocket watch, wristwatch, but it would never go away
Ugh, I hate when that happens. Yeah,
because
sometimes
it
those
because
are
it
a little
didn't update from
tricky.
last. It didn't update from last time.
Well, I don't. There shouldn't really be any changes from last time. We haven't.
There were two skill changes, or
Oh,
so.
you checked off
Yeah,
skills. Yeah, we haven't
yeah.
leveled up. We
No, we
might
did level
level
up
up
one.
after the at the end of this game session, but we'll see.
I swear we did level up last time.
I don't think so. Here, I can let me check my notes while James is. Oh, he's back. I'll check my notes. Remind me to check my notes at the end of the game session, and we'll see. I don't think anybody has though. James.
All right.
Oh, you
Was that
ready?
what's that?
Okay, so
Yeah,
the
yeah.
room was probably once a writing room or a study. I already told you about the fireplace.
Yeah.
Against the wall under the windows is a large wooden writing desk, partially broken and riddled with damp rot. There are three drawers in each of the, how desks are set up with two legs. There's three drawers in each of those legs or pedestals,
Yeah.
and then there's a large central drawer. The latter's closed, but the others are all open. Two obviously were broken open forcibly.
Ooh. Does it
So
look recent, like less dust on it?
no, it looks very dusty and dirty, like it probably happened a while ago.
No, like years, maybe.
Possibly yes. So what do you
All
want to
right.
do? We're going to give you you get a chance to do a few things before
Oh
Yorie
yeah,
has
no,
a chance
I'm
to.
looking through this, looking through the ones that are not open.
It looks like um, you pull open the pedestal drawers. Well, which one are you going for first? The pedestal or the main drawer in the center of the desk? What's
We'll do
first?
center first.
It doesn't move and it rattles. It's locked. Obviously,
Okay.
there's a big keyhole.
And then bottom one.
The other drawers are not locked. It looks like there's nothing of value. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing of value. Or there's nothing in any of the other drawers. Somebody's
Okay.
obviously gone through them. The central drawers, rattle, 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 is definitely locked. It's not jammed.
Got you. Now, did I notice, Yori, when you packed your stuff, did you bring your pry bar? And would I
You
have seen it?
you didn't see anything I brought
No,
because you
except
weren't
for
in my
the
room.
field glasses. That's all
I
you
saw your
saw.
field glasses.
What is it? What
Uh,
kind of sack is it, Yori? Is it just a burlap sack full of stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with like maybe like a strap or something.
So
Yeah.
just a
Okay.
burlap.
He had it
Okay.
tied onto the horn of his sack.
So I wouldn't think he has any tools.
You
Or
have no idea what was
would
in
I
that sack.
assume?
Could be a baby in that sack, dead baby. Who knows?
Probably a dead baby.
You have no idea what was in that sack. He did pull out. You pulled the field glasses out of that sack, though, didn't you, Yori?
Yeah.
He did pull the field glasses out, so no telling.
Gotcha.
So,
We'll fiddle with it for a minute, but when I realize I can't open it,
and pry bars from the other game, James. By the way,
Yeah, you
Oh,
pry
it was in
bar
the other
is
engineer.
the salinator. Salinator made the pry bar.
Good,
You
good,
you
good.
rattle on it. You rattle on it. Daniel asks if you want it open.
Yes.
Uh,
Do you have a way in, Daniel?
well, I could try to break it open.
That would be.
I don't think Daniel has any. Oh shit! Daniel pulls out two small tools and starts to fiddle with the drawer's lock.
He's the
Daniel
old
actually has a
ancestor.
has locksmith. So
Okay.
yeah, actually he's got a skeleton key. He sticks in there, he fiddles it, and click opens it up.
Thank
And he
you,
just
Daniel.
tucks it back away and he steps back to let you look at the drawer. Okay, Yori. So you're reaching for the drawer to open it. He'll open it for you if you want, James. If you just gesture or something, once he locks it, he looks at you. Once he unlocks it,
Yeah, I'll just like kind of
then
gesture
he
since he's
pulls it
closer.
open. We're going to jump to Jack. Jack, so you've pulled this up enough to notice there's steps and there's
Yeah,
light down there.
the thrill of the hunt
a
is
flickering
upon him.
light. Oh, okay, that's fine. Jack, go
So
by
he
yourself.
he slowly like does it like open and like lays
Yeah.
it on the ground.
You could. It's
Pulls
got
one
hinges.
revolver.
It's got hidden hinges. You can actually push it up, and it'll go. It goes up like this all the way before it like stops for some reason. You know what I mean? The hinges are
Yeah.
under the boards, so they can only go this far. Um, and you see steps going down the stair, going down. Um, it's a tight fit at the beginning. Obviously, they're
Yeah.
rough looking steps, but solid. Apparently, is how they look. and they do appear to have been used. There's flickering torchlight. Beyond the steps, you can see the floor is stone, and it's about 10 foot down there. And you've got.
All
So
right.
what are you doing? You got gun in
Draw,
hand.
draw a handgun.
You got your handgun
Yep.
out. Yeah.
And I'm starting to creep down the steps.
All right. You creep down the steps. You can see this is a large room. It's a very large room. I wonder if I did this room by itself. Damn, I didn't. I assumed you guys would come from one direction or another, but not this direction. All right, so what you see? Hold on, let me find. This is a big ass room. Uh, it's unlike anything else in the house, so much so that it's almost throwing you. Like, what is this place?
Yeah.
You pause a little, just for a moment, taken aback, like, because it's clean. All right, that's the first thing. The illumination is good. There are several lighted torches held at shoulder-length high brackets around the walls. You don't see any natural light. Obviously, it's completely underground. It's obviously a cellar, or was, but equal obviously it's now used for an entirely different purpose. Your first impression is it's living quarters for maybe a dozen people. 10 single beds are to your right. So this room is big. It is probably about... wait, hold on a sec. That's weird.
That's weird.
It's
There's
weird
a
because it doesn't
monster
say the
standing
actual...
in the middle of the room.
It doesn't say how big anything is, but it's got to be 5 foot squares. Okay, so it's about 20 feet. It's about 30 feet across. It goes back behind the stairs another 5 or 6 feet, and then it goes forward again like another 40 or 50 feet. It's a big room. Um, you can see 10.
Beds.
You can see a dozen or so beds to your right against the wall. They're little more than like they look pretty crude. Their heads are on the south wall, so to your right. Each with a small wooden locker at its foot. In the center of the flagged floor is a long wooden trestle table on which there are a variety of cheap metal cutlery and earthenware crockery, together with a large jug about half full of it looks like it's got brown liquid in it. It's hard to tell what it is. There are a dozen wooden stools around the table. Against the north wall are a couple of casks, so to your left and forward, just past the bottom of the stairs. There are two casks, one larger than the other. Both are open. You can make out a clear liquid in the larger. The smaller one has a light brown liquid in it. A metal dipper is on the outside of the rim of the largest cask. It's like you're kind of freaking out, and you're taking in every single detail. Next to the cask is a large wooden bin. Above it, hanging on hooks from the wall, are a large ham, a long string of sausages, and a small side of meat. Next to the bin is what appears to be a crude metal wood-fired stove standing in a fireplace. Above the stove on a shelf are some iron and earthenware cooking utensils, while next to it is a pile of logs. Near the foot of the stairs are two small unbroached casks. That's on your left. You can see them because there's no railing or anything on the stairs. It's really rough. And next to them appears to be some kind of big bolt of cloth. Sitting at the table, hold on. You see a man. He has his back. He's like kind of like at this angle to you. You know what I mean?
Not quite 90 degrees, more 100 degrees.
A little more than 90 degrees. He's at this long table with all the stools around it, sitting on one of the stools, and he's carving something with a knife. Maybe it's some kind of ship. It's kind of hard to tell. You can also see that there's a niche back in the corner to the right, further on away from you. This is a big ass room, and you can just make out a door that appears to. It's hard to tell. It looks like there's a bar on it or something. So this is a big ass room. Did I? I didn't. I didn't assume you guys would come this way, so I don't have a decent map to give you. It would take a few minutes to make
That's
one.
perfect.
And I
No,
don't. No, this is the one direction. I didn't expect anybody to actually just boom. Yorie and his O2 found this secret door. So
Thanks, Yorie.
that's what you take in. All in just a moment. There's just one guy in the room. There's at least 10 beds, maybe a dozen beds down there. The
You
fireplace
found the emergency escape.
with a wood
Yorie.
stove has been stuck in the front of the fireplace like a pot-bellied stove. Um, and there's logs next to it. There's meat hanging next to that. A couple of open casks. There's some other casks at the foot of the steps. And the only other door to this room that you see is that door way ahead of you and to your right that has a bar. And it might be some writing on the door. You can't make it out from this distance because that's probably 60, 70 feet away.
All right. About how far away am I from this man that has his back to me ish?
Let's see. About 10, 20, 30, 35 feet, which is divide that by 3 is going to be 10, 12 yards. He does not
Okay.
appear to be armed.
Other than the knife in his
He's
hand.
got a good-sized knife. It's not a Bowie knife, but it's a big knife. It's like a medium-sized knife. It's probably a D4 plus 1 knife or a D4 knife. So it's a regular knife. Carving
Yeah, I'm
knife
gonna
of some kind.
kind of like shimmy closer and closer to
Okay, give
him
me.
until I either, and I'm gonna be sneaking, but until I
Yeah.
either notice a reaction in him, or I think I'm close enough
So
for like a good shot.
you're close enough now. Your pistol's range is 15 yards.
That's not a good shot.
That is a good shot. If you
No,
just
no,
want
no.
to kill him, I mean,
Oh, he wants the big bonus. Big
I
blood
want
bonus.
the big bonus. Yeah.
okay.
That's your
so,
dex and
make me a
speed.
stealth
But if I
check.
notice, okay. But if I notice like something change in his behavior, as if he has noticed me, I'm ready to talk.
Tell me how your stealth check turns out.
All right. It's a fail, of
You
course,
failed.
because I'm Jack West and I don't do stealth.
You failed. Okay, you're coming down the steps. You're about halfway down. So that puts you, let's see, 10, 20, 25 feet away from him. That is divide 25 by 3 is 8 yards away approximately, 8 or 9 yards. Gun is out. You're creeping when you put your foot down on a step and it's like, it sounds like someone's screaming to you. And you see him. You see him. He's doing like this. Here, wait a minute. Here's the knife. Here's what he's carving.
And I immediately just go like, freeze! What are you doing down here? No, don't turn. Don't. What are you doing down here? Stop. Bang, I shoot him.
No, he hasn't. What is he's not doing
Oh,
anything, Yorie.
oh,
He's
I thought he was
20
turning and
he's
like
fucking
racing.
20 feet away from you.
No. In your motion, he was turning and raising the knife a little bit.
No,
so I
sorry,
was
sorry.
like,
He's not doing that. I was me
Okay.
turning because I got to look him up.
gotcha. I'm sorry.
That's
Don't you
okay. That's
look
okay. That's okay. He's still 8 yards away, dude. He's like 20 feet away. What's he gonna do? Throw a knife at you? He's got a
Maybe.
large gold earring in his right earlobe. You do notice that about him. Yeah, you were like no, and so
Right.
I live down here
All right.
with
You know
my
any man
my
named-
children. I live with my children down here.
All right. You know any man named Bat? He been poking around here? Because honestly, I don't care if y'all live down here, really.
Oh, good.
That's good on you. But I'm
Okay.
looking for a man named Bat.
Okay. He's kind of raising his hands. You have a gun pointed at him. You're
Yeah.
still
You want to drop the knife, sir?
You're still 8 yards away. He drops the knife. It falls to the floor. Clang, 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 clang. No, I don't know anybody named Bat. I live here with my children.
Uh-huh.
He's holding this is like a sailing ship. It looks like
Yeah.
you recognize this now. It looks like a model sailing ship.
Like a little toy boat.
The hand carved tape dispenser looks incredible. Realistic.
Nice.
Uh,
It's the device of the future.
yeah, we just he points across at the
At the
door
bar
with
door.
the bar. Yeah, that's our way out. Where did you come from? I always wondered where those stairs went. Okay, let's jump back upstairs to the room where Daniel slid open the drawer. It looks like the central drawer has a bunch of documents. Looks like ledgers and papers, actually. You start looking. Do you start looking through them? What do you want to do?
Yep.
It's pretty
Paperwork,
quiet.
paperwork's important.
Yeah. These appear to be receipts. These are receipts for where the hell they go? There they are. They appear to be receipts for various chemicals and lab equipment. Flasks, beakers, mortar and pestles, albinics, that just all kinds of laboratory equipment like Bunsen
Ow.
burner type deals, burners, that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, and now make me a listen check. You can also make one for yourself first, then make one for Daniel.
Please. 17. That should be an excess. Yeah.
Um,
Daniel got a 26.
okay, you both turn towards the doorway as you hear. You can hear Jack talking somewhere back the way you came. It's not you can't make out any words, but he's apparently. It almost sounds like he's having a conversation with somebody you can't hear.
Jack, are you talking to somebody?
Jack, you'll need a listen check to hear that.
Oh, Jack ain't
you're-
hearing shit.
Yeah, I know. You're down underground in this cellar.
Nope.
So you don't hear that. So you say that, and there's no answer, James. Let's jump back to Jack real quick.
I'll start walking that way afterwards.
you can.
But I'm gonna like after I don't hear something for a couple seconds or so. But I just gotta walk the dog real quick
Okay.
or put her out.
He's still holding the ship, whatever, crudely carved ship. What do you? And there you go. What do you say to that?
What do you mean you don't know what's up the stairs? It wasn't locked or anything.
I never saw nothing up there. There's you can see there's no way it doesn't go anywhere.
You never tried to push at it?
Huh?
Oh, he's gonna try psychology,
Yeah,
but he's
give me
gonna
a
fail. But
psychology.
he's
Yeah,
not.
give
He's
me
not good at
psychology.
that shit. But
You never know.
I'll try it.
Lucky. Come on, if you roll a crit fail, you didn't roll a crit fail though, right?
no.
Oh yeah. You don't know. Take it as it is.
What do you mean? Are you slow?
Yeah. Sorry. He's still holding his hands up. You still have a gun pointed at him, right? Yeah. That's what they say. They say, "Old Bobby is slow."
Is that why you stay here and open the door for the children?
Yeah, they're out getting berries. That's what we eat.
Berries.
Yeah.
Do I see that finger twitch, or was that just you?
You see what you see. That might have just been me. I don't know. I don't know if I did. I don't realize I twitched. So maybe I have a tail. Oh no. I don't know. If I twitch my fingers, that's what happened. I wish I had a little model of a ship I could be holding in my hand. The knife is still on the floor near his feet. He's actually sitting too because he's on. It's just a stool at this table. So when he turned, all he did was like slide his ass on the stool. So he's sitting while you are kind of hunched. I'm guessing as you were creeping down the stairs. So you're above him as well. Are you gonna shoot me, Mister?
Well, I don't really want to until my friend gets here.
You got friends?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't we all got friends?
I only have the children.
And I do a whistle back up the stairs.
Okay, yeah, you are walking that direction, Hazard, when you hear like a high pitched whistle, that somebody would do. I think you muted, Hazard.
Yes, the annoying kind of whistle.
It's a high pitched.
We get your attention.
It's one of those high pitched whistles that carries quite a ways actually. So you hear that. You and Daniel are walking. You enter the room at the end, the living area at the end, and you see an open trap door in the floor. You didn't notice it at all before. You don't know how you could have missed it.
Yeah, right.
But it's just up and open because it kind of opens away from you guys, and then the steps.
Hearing the whistle and seeing the trap door, I'd probably draw.
Okay.
And kind of go towards it, not knowing the whistle came from him.
That's fine.
So just ready
Daniel will also draw his sidearm. He has a little 31 Colt pocket. He has a tiny gun.
As I hear the footsteps, I'm assuming coming.
You can make me a listen check with a bonus die, Yorie.
All right. Ah, shit.
You're kind of concentrating on this guy. He does still have a wooden boat in his hand. It looks pretty heavy. You never know.
Uh-oh.
Maybe he's an expert tosser. Here, catch! While you're distracted, he runs
Made it with the
away.
bonus die.
You made it? Yeah. You hear a
Yeah.
thump, 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 thump.
I
And then
say,
you see two
"Why, here
barrels
they-"
of guns peeking down at you.
I say, "Why, here they come!" And I move off the steps to allow them to move down, while still like looking at him, holding the gun on him.
Okay, how are you? The steps are narrow. They're about 3 foot wide. There's no railing.
Yeah, am I not close to the bottom?
You were about halfway down. I mean, you have to go forward before you move off the steps if you want to give them room.
That's fine.
And you're still like 15 feet away from this guy. He's not going to be coming at you and doing any melee. When you reach the bottom of the steps. You walk the rest of the way down the steps, and here comes Hazard. Do you go down these stairs? You did hear him say, "Here comes our friends right now," and you recognize Jack's voice. So you head down. Do you want Daniel to go first, or are you going first?
Um,
What do you do?
or being with Daniel for a long time, do I feel like he's good at what he does? Gun.
He's pretty good with the pistol. He's also a good fighter. You know that.
Okay. Yes. I'd have him.
He doesn't
go
carry
first.
a knife or brass knuckles or anything. When he fights, he just fights with his fists. But he's a pretty good shot. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Is he going first?
Oh, and then I'll be like, Daniel, after you.
Well, you don't even have to do that. If you stop and kind of hesitate at the top, he'll start.
I'll
walking
stop
ahead of
for
you.
a minute.
Yeah, if you just hesitate before you
be
go,
like,
he goes first. He knows well enough. He's there to protect you.
So it doesn't really say anything.
No. You kind of wait at the top. Yeah, you don't say anything. You just kind of hesitate before you go down, and he just steps in and heads down the stairs, gun ready. You guys go down the steps, and then you spot this room. I think you heard me describe most of it. Beds to your right, a big long ass table, lots of stools around it, pot-bellied stove and a fireplace. There's a crate. It's got some meat is hanging over that. There's a couple of open barrels. A couple more barrels at the bottom of the steps that don't appear to be open. A big roll of cloth is at the bottom of the steps, all rolled up. You can make out the door ahead and to your right in like a niche with a bar on it and maybe some writing on it. It's hard to tell from this distance. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And a man at the bottom. He's got a gold ring hanging from his right ear. He looks very nervous. He's just wearing regular clothes, nothing fancy or anything. There's a knife at his feet. He's sitting in one of the stools, and in his left hand is what appears to be a rough wooden model carving of a ship.
And who might you be, sir?
Bobby. I live here.
Do you live alone, Bobby?
With the children.
Your children?
No, they're just children. They come and I take care of them. I don't know where they come from. I don't
Can
know
I do a psychology check?
Yeah, of course. But I don't want you to scare them. Please don't scare them. What the hell is this little rocket ship? Start an activity. What does that even mean? Fail? Okay, whatever you think, you think. So if you think he's telling the truth, that's fine. If you think he's lying, that's fine.
Does Daniel get a psychology roll?
Daniel can take a psychology roll. Who wants to roll it? Hazard, why don't you roll me?
Oh, yeah.
He's not great at psychology. I'll tell you that right now.
He's lying to you, sir.
52.
52. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say that. He doesn't go like, well, that
So
man's
wait.
a liar, or anything like that. He's just coming down. He's just walking down the steps and keeping his gun trained on this man.
How do you not know where these children come from?
I don't know.
He also claimed he didn't know where the trapdoor was.
How do you not know
He
where
his hands up.
a pair of stairs go?
I thought they were shelves. As your friend, he points at Jack, has pointed out.
I can't
I'm a
physically
little
believe
simple.
that. So can I roll for that?
Yeah, I'll let you roll one more time. I'm kind of simple.
No matter
you didn't
what I
make a
get,
crit fail
Jesus,
the first time,
I
right?
failed bad.
You failed again? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 90. But I'm at
90.
62. So.
It's not a crit fail, so
yeah.
You're not like,
but I'm
I
like,
believe every word he says, or I think he's lying.
No,
there's
no,
nothing.
there's
You got
like,
nothing.
There's
You have no
no
idea.
way. No one.
This guy
think that.
doesn't look terribly bright. So that does seem to.
So, Bobby, where are these children?
They're out. They're picking berries. There, he points, kind of like, well, he's pointing towards that door with the
The
bar
door
on
with
it.
the bar on it.
Yeah. He still has his hands
And
up. He's
is
unless I say
that
different, his
bar?
hands are up and he's holding that wooden ship in the other hand.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Is that bar? Like I have my gun like off to the side, like I'm not aiming it at him.
Okay. Daniel's aiming his gun directly at this man,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know if Jack is still aiming at him.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Um.
So, does someone deliver these children, or they just wander on in?
Yeah, that other one, that second one, they just kind of wander, and I find them, so I can't just leave them out because there's just nothing but swamp and cliff and sea out
But you
there.
trust them to go out and get berries?
Well, they know where the place is now, so
Wait,
they can find their
wait.
way
You
back.
don't know there's a town right over there?
They can't go to the town. They're poor.
Why not?
Because poor people ain't allowed in town.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that. Yeah.
Neither one of you would know about that.
I don't know.
Or
Kansas
what?
There's sea shanties. There's some poor people in town.
There's poor. I didn't think poor people allowed in towns.
Yeah.
When-
They
You
they
do
do
have
the
a
fishing.
nice place to sleep in here, though. I do have to admit.
that's yeah. The children have to have some place.
Now,
It's
why
to
aren't
his
you?
wait, where is he facing? He's facing kind of you guys, and you're on the steps, so it'd be over that way. He is where he gestures to the beds, just with the ship.
So wait, he's pointing to a different location than the beds on our right.
No, he's pointing to the beds on your right. He's pointing to
Okay,
his
gotcha,
left.
Got you. So this is your bedroom.
It's everything. There's a stove. That's where I cook. We have some meat, but the berries are good for the children. You gotta have berries, right? You have to eat something besides meat all the time. You get all sick. I know that. I don't know much, but I know that. And then there's water over there as well, because you gotta drink. If you don't drink, then you'll die.
So that door leads back up to the forest.
It goes outside, yeah.
So who's taking care of you, Bobby?
Me, I take care of me. I take care of myself and the children, but they are getting berries, and I've got my chores done. And see how clean it is? And so I was working.
Finally. So I
How
made
old
a
are
hard
these children?
success on that one. Does he actually take care of himself?
Yeah, he takes care of himself. Yeah, he definitely take. I mean, he takes care of himself.
And he's taking care of
Say that again, James. You're
taking care of
breaking
the
up
kids
like
as well.
you're breaking up like
And,
crazy.
sorry, and so he's taking care of himself and the kids.
He
is the
you're not sure
caretaker?
about these kids. These kids are. He's not seem to be real certain about the kids. And the berries thing is kind of weird. Um,
Okay.
you
How old are these
I
kids?
think he might be making up these kids. You don't know for sure, but you're starting to be like, really, as far as these kids go.
Now you're
Well-
not lying to me, are you, Bobby?
No, sir. I don't lie to people that point guns at me because then they might shoot me.
Because
Y-
I
y'all
don't
mind
like
if I check
lies.
these chests over here?
You got the guns. I can't
Oh,
do
you-
nothing to you.
You have
I'm
address.
gonna start looking in the first
Yeah,
locker.
the chest at the foot of the beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's not locked. It's just like a locker. It's more like a locker than like a chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a storage. It's something for storage. There's some clothing, not much. There's some small personal effects. Sometimes carvings. Sometimes like a knife. Um, you're getting the idea that the personal effects are owned by men.
Yeah.
They're man-sized stuff, not children-sized stuff.
I point that out. I say these don't look like the possessions of a child.
Are they just big children, Bobby?
Yes.
So,
he
Bobby,
grabbed on that real fast.
if you're lying to me, I will shoot you in the leg. So we'll try again.
Okay. He drops the ship. It falls to the ground.
Uh-oh.
If
Uh-oh.
you can change your other answers as well. Who else is here with you?
I don't know.
How, pray, do you not know?
I don't know.
Hey, Bobby, do you mind standing back up?
Bobby's looking. His eyes are shifting real fast. He looks really scared.
Bobby.
Okay. And then he goes like this, and he like lunges right. You guys are gonna get shots on this guy because you were aiming and you had your guns ready. Daniel's not gonna get a shot.
He never thought anything was going to happen.
Well, Daniel's an NPC. He doesn't get to do cool stuff immediately.
He doesn't get to be cool.
Well, he might get to be cool at some point, but in this instance, he's kind of looking around the room, making sure nobody else is going to be around. So yeah, Yorie, you can make your shot. You're at regular range, because even over by the beds, where you were, this shows a lot more beds. 2, 4. No, I guess it doesn't. God, that looks like a lot of beds.
30 beds.
No, but it looks like so many. You're over by the beds. Boom. And you had your gun aimed at him. Make me a roll. Are you going to shoot him as well, Hazard? Were you ready to shoot? I mean, you were aiming at him,
Ooh.
kind of ready. I'm
I
assuming...
guess I might as well ask, do I get a bonus die?
No. Not in this case.
Not for
I'm assuming
aiming?
both of you guys are kind of like, almost like, the guns are only about this far up. It's not like a real aimed shot.
No. Mine
It's
wasn't
more of
aimed.
like
Mine wasn't even.
in the
mine
general
wasn't
direction.
even aiming at
Yeah,
him.
I guess I wasn't
So,
really aiming. It was
Regular
like,
shot. It's like, it's not from the hip, but it's
I wasn't
it's
even
not
pointing
like
my gun
this.
at him.
You weren't
so
pointing the gun at him?
I'm gonna go at my
You're-
regular dex.
You're going to go on your dex, but Yorie gets to go first.
I get a
Your
regular hit.
dex, your dex is higher than his, so you still will get a shot off if you want Hazard. You got a regular hit?
Regular success.
Yeah, let me...
Why I asked is because the
Where's
one
Bob?
thing was a 1, and so if I rolled again and got them double zeros, Bobby
The gun
was dead.
explodes!
No.
No. He
100,
meant on the tens
meant-
die. 2 zeros on the tens die.
Yeah, because I have a 1 on the
Yeah,
on the.
Bobby
Yeah,
single
that's
side.
what he was wanting.
Dead. All right,
Yeah.
let me give this guy some hit points.
Let me roll
Guess he
down to
needs
my
them
gun.
now.
How much
Roll
my
your gun.
scope
Let's see if he
roll
survives.
If it's a regular gun, it's probably
Should be a D10
1d10
plus 2.
One-
I
plus
believe.
1d10 plus
Yeah, You
2.
can kill this guy with one
Yeah.
shot easily.
I'm about to say, yeah, these guns.
Remember,
do
Not the
take-
way I roll.
Remember, you take more damage than you have hit points. In one hit, you're just dead.
Okay, then yeah.
4.
4. Bobby lives for now. Yeah, boom. You hit him, and you want me to roll to see where you hit him?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wasn't
His
it?
head.
Bobby shot in the chest. Nice.
Oh.
Center of mass. Very
Oh,
good.
God.
That doesn't want to focus on something that close. Center of mass. So he went to basically duck under the tables where he was going, away from you guys. And as he did like this, you were like,
Bam.
and just caught him right here, or probably not like heart. It's probably over here somewhere. As he's like, ah, and he's down underneath the table, frantically crawling away. There's a lot of blood. Hazard, you have a shot before he's actually able to get under cover, since you technically go first and you have a gun in your hand. He's average, so you have a 70 dex, so you can take a shot too. It would be like moments after Jack shoots him. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
boom, boom, almost like that. Or you don't have to.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take the shot.
Oh yeah, okay. So you fire two, probably in the excitement of the moment. Make me just a regular.
That's
regular
more
roll.
of it. 48. So just a regular.
Regular success. Roll me damage. Gun down, Bobby. Bobby ain't got no gun or nothing.
I'm
Also
sorry,
4 damage.
Just like Jack West.
Bobby, I didn't want to gun you down.
You sons of a...
I
All
was.
right, let's see where you hit him. Let's see what we get. This die rolls forever. Oh, you got him in the right foot. So it probably went in
Told him I'd
through
shoot
the
him
bottom
in the
of his
leg.
foot as he's crawling away. Boom! Ah! He screams. Daniel is obviously startled by all of a sudden gunfire. There's a lot. Boot sucking foot. Boo, sucking foot wound. Yay, sucking chest wound. Those are Scotty Garbitas. There's a lot of blood splattered under this table as Bobby is trying to crawl away from both of you down to the far end of the table.
I thought he was
Obviously,
dipping for a shotgun.
in a lot of pain. Kind of screaming. Where's my description of this room? You guys haven't seen any guns in here. Let's see. Dipping for a shotgun. The man's no fool, but he thought sure you were going to kill him once he, after that lie. We don't like liars, Bobby. We do things to them. Yeah. So there's a lot of smoke in the room, obviously now. Gun smoke. And then it goes Star, Fontaine, Graves goes next. He is gonna.
Damn,
he's gonna actually.
fast.
Daniel's actually gonna walk along the table. Bobby's trying to crawl out under the end, and he's gonna walk around the table, and he's gonna aim his gun at Bobby and tell him to stop. Bobby ignores him.
Yeah.
Graves is not the kind of person who'll just shoot somebody in the back. If they were maybe threatening you, yeah, probably would gun him down. But this guy's like bleeding from this sucking chest wound, and there's blood pouring out from the hole in his boot or his shoe. Liars be dire, says Scotty Garbitas. He leaps to his feet, rushes past the fireplace and the wood stove to the wall, where he pushes against the wall and a door opens up out of nowhere, and he runs. He limps through. Obviously,
How slow does he go
great
now?
deal of. He's much slower than he was. He was able to get up from under his action this round was getting up from underneath the table, getting to the secret door, pushing it open, and going through as fast as he could. There's obviously a secret door there. You don't know where it leads. He's obviously in a lot of pain. Jack, you're up. We are still in combat if you guys wish to pursue. The room beyond appears to be pretty dark. There is some light spilling over, probably from this room, but it's not like another lit room.
Are the torches, are those removable, or are they fixed to the wall?
Yeah, the sconces are fixed. It's just a metal sconce like this, and then somebody's stuck a torch in. And there's probably about half a dozen of them in this room. It's not real bright in this.
Running, and whichever torch is closest to that secret door, grabbing it and going through the.
Sure. There's one pretty close to it, almost next to it. You could grab it and rush into this room. You find yourself in another cellar room. Let me give you the flavor text real quick. This is obviously a wine cellar. Wooden bottle racks, mostly broken, line the north and west walls to a height of 6 feet. There appears to be no intact bottles left in the racks, though there are several with broken necks. Broken bottles cover the floor beneath and near the racks. So there's glass all on the sides of this room. Now, this room is probably about 20-25 feet wide. And as far as depth goes, you can't really tell. What you can see on your left, on your other left, your right, are the back of a set of steps going. Oh, no. No, you see steps, the bottom of a set of steps going up on the right against the wall. So, against this way. You also spot what appears like just in a glimpse against the wall to your right at the foot of the stairs are 2 large metal storage bins that appear to be empty. And in the center of the room is a corpse. Looks like lying face down on the floor. Bloated. It looks like he's been here for a while.
All right, so not Bobby.
No, Bobby is stumbling towards the stairs leading up. He is about halfway between this door that's just opened and those stairs leading up. And you can see a little bit of light at the top of the stairs. It appears to be like sunlight.
I'm assuming I've done too much to take a shot.
No. No, you can still take a shot. You grabbed the torch and you basically walked through a door. You gotta look at this room with all this glass around the sides and broken bottles and shit, old wine bottles. And Bobby's just like trying to get away, obviously, from you, just almost dragging this bloody foot. He looks like he's in bad shape. He is wheezing, like, I can't do that. It'll kill me. So you're shooting him in the back, because you're going to have to shoot him in the back to shoot him.
Yeah, it don't feel good, but I do.
Well,
You
I don't
do
think
it
the
anyway.
back-
Make a roll. Just
I
a
don't think the
regular
back
roll.
shot was in the
I
comics.
made
What's
a
your
regular
dex?
success.
Your dex is 45, so he's not within point blank range.
No, my point blank range is short.
Yeah, it's pretty
Wait,
short.
real quick, Andy. In the books that he read about Jack West, did it have him where he shot the ghost in the back?
I don't know, Yorie. Did it? You're basically in charge of what was in the books. Was Jack West portrayed as like righteous hero?
He did what he had to get things done.
So he did shoot the ghost in Yellow Flats in the back.
To save his friends, yeah.
The drifter. He shot the drifter in the back. Bang.
To save his friends, he'll do it.
Was there anything?
Jack West
about
will
the
do
drift-
anything for his friends.
Was there anything about the drifter coming back later and being all pissed off about that? Or was
probably
that just
not.
overlooked?
I
Yeah,
don't
Yeah,
know.
probably not, because Jack
Jack
West
didn't
never
tell
shared
anybody
any of
about
that.
it. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out who actually wrote those books, Yorie. But anyway, so did you make your roll?
Yeah, and then it's...
Did you hit?
Yeah.
It secretly beat Sutter that
Lord.
wrote them all.
It's 10 damage.
10 damage. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
All right, let me double check.
Where did it hit him? Where did it hit him?
Yeah, we'll have to check on that too. Let me double check these rules. These guys are like super, just average guys. So let me find this very, very briefly so we can do this.
Things about average health.
Because Bobby might just be dead, but he might. I'm looking up major wounds. Major wounds are also an attack delivers an amount of damage equal to or greater than. Okay, that's half. Let's see. First
Definitely
aid
should be
die.
over half of his.
I can never find this one. Is it more than their hit points and damage? They're automatically dead.
More than like
Amount
a
of damage
total
greater
amount,
than
I
the
would say.
character's maximum hit points is taken in
Yeah.
one attack. So he has to take more than his actual hit points. One more will. So Bobby's. Yeah. Let's see where you hit him. Damn it! That's in a terrible place. That's God. Land flat anywhere.
In the balls.
No, it's in the foot again. You caught him. There is a
On a
spray.
foot.
It's in like his ankle. It's the same foot too. And then there's like
Oh,
this
no.
spray of blood, like you hit an artery or something. It's like it's so much fucking blood. You're like, Jesus Christ. And Bobby just like collapses to the ground. He was already all hunched over and like dragging one leg, and you're just like, oh, that's an easy target. Boom! And you just like about blew his foot right off, and he collapses to the ground.
Hazard said the leg.
Hazard picked that as a location, and it slowed him down a lot. Here we go. So we'll put a little of that. All right, so we're still in combat because you see a lot of blood pouring out of Bobby. So Hazard, you're at the top of the round. You heard another gunshot come from the next room, where Bobby has just opened a secret door that you didn't even notice in the wall over there. It's right just past the fireplace. And
I real quick want to see, is the bar covering the door right now?
you look to your right, and yes, there's a bar on that door over there.
So it is locked.
Yes, and there's some writing on the door. You can't make it out at this distance because you're still.
Oh yeah, no,
way,
not worried about
you,
the writing.
You actually are going to have to take a few steps to your right in order to verify that. You know what I mean? It's in
Yeah,
like a niche,
so-
and it's a deep.
Oh, then
niche
I don't
back
even know
over there.
about it yet. So
No, you
I'm gonna
noticed
step
it.
in.
You kind of saw
Okay.
it, but in order to get a better look, you're going to have to actually just take a few steps to your right so you can see into the niche down at that
Yeah,
far end.
so I'll do that first, and then I'll head to the secret door
Okay,
to
you
check
can get through the secret
on
door, but that's all.
the
That's
guy.
pretty much all you're going to be able to probably do this round. If you stop, you look. Yeah, there's a bar. You can go around this table and straight out the secret door.
Yep.
And you can see there's more gun smoke in here, and you see
Jack and a dead body.
Jack
2 dead bodies.
smoking barrel on his gun. You see Bobby
I do
lying
see
down
Bobby too,
flat
okay.
on the ground near the almost made it to the steps, and then a little to the left of Bobby, just dead center in the middle of the room, there appears to be a bloated corpse. There's a smell in here too. You're kind of happy about the gun smoke because there is kind of a rotted smell, like this corpse is stinking up the place. Um, that's pretty much what you can do this round. Daniel is he goes pretty close behind you. He follows you into the room as well. Oh, Jack's got a lit torch in his left hand as well. And then Jack, we're up to you.
Hey, Bobby, are you still awake?
Is that all you're doing?
And yeah,
Okay.
How old did Bobby look?
Bobby's probably in his 30s, maybe late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
Pretty skinny. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. That's okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's take a little quickie. And yeah, okay. Bobby does not answer you.
all right.
Hazard, you're top of the round. What do you want to do?
How well can I see that body? The bloated one.
The bloated one, pretty well in the torchlight that Jack's got. You can see that it's
I want to try to
dead.
inspect it.
You're gonna walk
Daniel.
over to it and look
Does
at
that
it.
look like how Jim should have looked?
Mr. Bat.
You probably have to roll him over.
He's on his.
He's like just face down,
Face
arms
down,
are
okay.
out, just flat on the ground. It's so he's not just a fat guy sleeping.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you have to. Do you roll him over?
Yeah. Wait.
There's a.
I don't
the
remember
smell is worse.
Jim being fat.
It could
Well,
also
he's
be
bloated
bloated
from-
up
Oh, yeah,
from being
yeah.
a rotted corpse. He has no facial. It looks like a tramp. He's got a little bit of like rough facial hair. You don't see a bowler. He's not that tall. You remember Jim Bat was described as he had a mustache and a goatee. He also was tall and lanky.
Yeah, I
This guy,
remember
even
lanky.
before the bloating, was probably not lanky and was probably not very tall. Probably 5.5 foot. And also just kind of not really a beard, but looks like just stubble and scruggle. Scruggle. That's not a word. On his face.
How's Bobby? I just say from my position because I can't go check
You're
her.
closer to Bobby than me.
Daniel will go over to Bobby because he goes before Yorie and take a
Yeah.
look at him. Daniel will start to administer first aid and see about stopping the bleeding. Wow, that is not a success. Daniel's having a hard time. There's a lot of blood. It's like gushing out of Bobby's foot. Most of the foot is, his right foot is really bad shape. Yorie,
I'll try to
Jack,
master first aid.
Jack walks over to try to help. Yeah, go for it.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Wait, where's critical failure on on things that are under 50?
96 to
90.
and above.
Yep, I rolled a 96.
You rolled a 96.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
I try to help Bobby.
I'm gonna help Bobby out. Bobby's foot just came off. Bobby's foot just came off. There's a lot more blood pooling. You hear death
There's a
rattling.
solid crack and foot's in my hand.
Yes. That foot was already badly
Oh, God.
damaged. Obviously, your bullet shattered the ankle. There was not much holding it on at that point. There's a lot of blood under your
Does
knees.
Jack vomit?
Go ahead and
Make a sanity check.
everybody can make a sanity check when they look and you see that Jack is holding a foot. What the fuck is he doing? Why did he rip Bobby's foot off? And you guys hear the death rattle in Bobby's throat. This is going to be a 0
Yeah.
or a 1 point of sanity loss. If you
Yeah,
have
nice.
like corpses don't bother you or anything like that, I don't know if anybody has that on the character sheet. I don't think you do.
So I took
not
a
for
1.
a couple greenhorns. Okay, so did you make your sanity check?
No, I failed.
You each lose 1 point of sanity. James, roll me for Daniel. Whoa, what the hell?
27.
Hold on a second.
Daniel's used to it.
No, I think I got the wrong number circled here. Yeah, there's no way it's that.
Was it
Uh,
like catastrophically low or
it
something?
was 40. It was 22, and Daniel doesn't have
Jesus.
a reason for it to be anything less than. I mean, he's a valet. He's a valet.
Yeah.
Let me double check his history.
He
No, he doesn't
helped
have anything in
me.
his history that's like he watched his parents murdered in front of him, blah blah blah, or anything like that. So, what'd you roll? 20 what? 20,
27.
27. Okay. Daniel
I
seems
mean,
fine.
Jack's
He's
face
right
is
next to
20 or
Jack,
30.
and he's like, he looks away. It's distasteful. Jack, what do you do with the foot? You got this bloody
Just trying
ass.
to put it back on, man. I'm panicking.
Okay, okay. You do hear the death rattle. You hear like a come
And I'm just
from
like, oh shit, oh
Bobby.
shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Your best guess is he is dead. Has Jack ever killed anybody before?
No, this is first kill.
How does
You gotta
Jack
tell the little kid.
how does Jack feel about that? Is this something that's gonna upset
Uh,
Jack, or is this something that Jack is gonna harden through? Do you want to make a sanity check to see how you react? You've already lost
oh,
sanity
definitely not
for
a
it
sanity check.
happening. I'm not gonna make you make a sanity check and lose sanity unless you
He
want to.
he doesn't feel good about it,
Yeah.
but he doesn't necessarily like. It's not going to haunt him because clearly something is going on here,
Okay. Yeah.
and Bobby was involved.
Yeah.
And he might have
That's
been a
fair.
liar.
Bobby might have known the risks,
Bobby,
and he did try to run.
you guys fucking gunned him down like a dog. All right.
He could have just waited until I got my manacles out, and I could have gotten them in our care.
You never pulled manacles out.
No, I
And
know.
and somebody
We never got close
was
enough.
talking about murdering people that lied to them. So
Yeah.
I wonder
No,
why
I just
Bobby ran.
I was talking about hurting people, not killing
While
them.
you were pointing a gun at him. All I'm saying is
I shoot
no.
liars.
Bobby's
I tried
panic
the
was
leg.
probably somewhat justified.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
I try not to point my gun unless I say I am, because if there's someone else with a gun on someone, I'm not gonna put my gun on
your
them.
gun was aimed his general direction. 3 people with
Yeah.
guns were aimed his general direction. Yes, Bobby panicked and fled, which was not entirely. Suddenly, 10 children show up. Bobby, oh no, no.
They got berry
Yeah.
covered faces.
Okay,
Very
so
covered faces.
you're in this
no.
basement, this cellar, and these steps look like they go up to daylight. You can see just a hint of daylight upstairs. Just FYI. A lot of gun smoke in this room. Uh, you only fired one shot in here. More gun smoke probably in the last room. Guns are loud. So, yeah, go ahead. So, what do you want to do?
Especially indoors with all the echoing.
Yep.
I look around real quick in the room, see any other doors.
No, just the steps going up to a room up there of some kind with some light coming in. Broken bottles.
Wine cellar.
This looks like a wine cellar. There are a couple of large metal storage bins. Um, yeah. Let me. Who wants to make a roll for me?
Just a
I'll
roll.
just roll.
Yeah, just make me roll. Tell me what you got.
Boom.
Let's let you.
91.
91. Okay, fair
Wine.
enough.
I
Okay,
am the opposite.
keep going. Yeah, a couple of metal storage bins. The corpse is you don't think it's Jim Bat. He's dressed in rags, like raggedy clothes. It almost your guess is that it's a tramp. There is a knife on the floor next to him,
Now, when you say tramp,
like a hobo or a
hobo.
vagrant.
Okay.
Yeah, he's wearing his clothes are all ragged and torn. His shoes have like the soles are so thin he probably could feel every step. The hair is mussed and messed up, and obviously it's long. If it's been cut anytime recently, it's just been like probably used the knife to cut it. And there's a knife on the ground next to his hand. You're not sure. You have no idea how this guy might have died.
I kind of want to go past him up the stairs to look where he was heading.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You walk up the stairs. Good question. There we go.
I'm gonna head up the stairs, see where he was going.
You come into a dim landing. There is a window across the room. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's a mistake.
Was there
Hold
a
on.
hatch at the top of the stairs?
No, it opens up into a room in the house, obviously. It looks like a scullery maybe. There's a door to this room that's closed. There is one window. Um, let's see, the mold grows in patches on the floor, walls, and ceilings. There's a lot of cobwebs. Even they appear to be decaying. A large copper boiler, dented, split, and discolored, and apparently empty, stands under the window. There's a small heap of crockery shards on the floor beside it, and yeah, and you came up the stairs that lead down into the cellar. If there was railing here, it's gone. You can still see the shards of some of the railing on one side. And then there's a door to your left. Uh, Sunlight comes in through the window, through broken and dusty panes.
And it looks like we're back in the mansion.
Yeah, you think you're back upstairs.
Go back downstairs.
Yeah, okay. Jack, what are you doing when he comes back down the stairs? Daniel has gotten up and stepped away from this corpse. How do you want to react to it?
Can I bring Bobby to one of the beds and put him in it?
Okay. Hazard, Bobby and Jack are gone. Daniel was just about to mount the stairs, it looks like, as you come back down. There is a thicker like trail of blood leading back to. You recognize it now as a secret door that opens out into the cellar. And yeah.
Hmm. The
You're
You're
make
talking
me
about
another roll real quick. Just make me roll and tell me what you get. Give me a bonus die with that, please.
okay.
So
So you were just
93
explaining the
and
secret door on our side, correct?
83.
Okay. The secret door on your side? What do you mean? What is that? I don't understand what that means.
You were explaining the secret door again?
Yeah, it opens into the cellar.
He was just
Yeah.
saying that like there's a blood trail going into it.
Yeah, there's a blood trail going
oh.
into it from where Bobby was.
Got you.
Yorie, did you get the foot?
Uh,
The foot's still there.
Foot's still there.
The foot is still lying on the floor in a large pool of blood. Daniel explains to you that Jack just took the corpse. And he still has his gun in his hand, and he kind of gestures towards the open secret door.
We'll follow the blood trail.
Okay, so you are going into the secret door.
Yeah, because I was going to go back there anyways. There's just a blood trail there now.
You see Jack. What do they see?
I'm putting him in bed.
Are you
I'm
tucking him in?
tucking him in. Yeah.
Okay. Jack has holstered his weapon, right?
Yeah.
He is tucking Bobby into which bed? Like the one that's furthest on one end, or closest
Yeah.
to the secret door? Okay.
Gets closest to the secret door.
At straight across the room, there's two that are about the same distance. So it's either the one on the end or the one next to that. Either one.
Right.
And he's put him in the bed, and now he's like tucking him in. He's like putting the blankets tight around him and tuck him in.
Yeah.
Bobby's corpse. Bobby's looking sightlessly straight ahead. He's covered in blood. There's so much blood on this corpse. Jack is covered in blood because he was kneeling in it,
Not
so his
even
pants are
gonna
like
ask.
soaked on the knees. What'd you say?
Yep.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I basically just said I'm not even gonna ask.
Okay.
So there's the barred door,
Yes.
and then there's another door.
No.
And then
No.
there's the stairs. So
Well,
it's
there's
only
the secret door.
Okay,
There's
so
a
secret door,
there's
barred
a stairs
door.
secret door, and the barred door. That's all you've seen so far. Oh, give me a spot hidden. Actually, James.
Okay. And I'm
Not
gonna
Yorie.
go
Yorie's
ahead.
in his own little weird place right now. Or
I'll
Jack
head
is
to
for
the
moment, so
barred
he'll be a
door.
moment.
Spot hidden. Wham.
There's
I
a
need to
barred
start
door.
making these.
There's only one other exit to this room. Is that barred door? You guys came down the steps, and there's two secret doors.
Oh,
Secret
and I'm
trap door.
closing. I'm closing the secret door behind me with the blood trail.
Okay, yeah. It's there are
I don't know if there's a purpose to that.
there are handholds that you can find and pull it closed, and it
Oh, if
Um,
it's heavy, no.
yeah, it's not super heavy, no.
Oh, if it took two hands, I left it.
Yeah, you could close it with one if you want.
Oh, okay, I
You
got you.
close it with one. It closes kind of. It doesn't actually click or anything. It just pulls tight. And
Gotcha.
you're guessing from the other side, the way that the stonework is laid, it camouflages it.
Cool.
So you're by the secret door. Daniel's next to you, and Yorie, you've tucked him in.
Mhm.
Jack, sorry.
For his final rest.
I guess so. Yeah.
Good.
So what are you doing, Jack? After that, you're kind of they're waiting to
Going
see
over to
what you're
that
gonna
barn
do.
door.
Okay, and then he turns and he walks into the niche. There's another door back there, Yori, in that area.
Uh
It's about like 10 feet across and 10 or 12 feet deep. The barred door, not the secret door. There aren't any over here.
oh. Yeah.
Straight ahead, and then to your left as you enter the niche, there is another
Another
door.
door.
Yeah, it is not barred.
Is it open?
So there's a second barred door and
There is
another.
a
No.
second door, not barred.
Okay.
The barred door is directly ahead.
I'm sorry, Andy. James has James ears right now.
No,
James-
yeah,
James doesn't pay attention.
sorry, I'm just not understanding this.
So
Did
the
we
door to the
open the first
room.
guard?
So the door ahead of you, you can see very clearly now, is barred. Um, the one on the left is normal door, Yori. The one ahead of you has a strong wooden bar across it, carried in brackets on a frame of the door itself. On the door has been written a single word: danger. Um, it looks like somebody used chalk. It's in big capital letters. Big capital letters. The door to the left just looks like a normal door. It's got a latch and that kind of thing. The door ahead of you has the latch, but it's also got a bar on it. So there you go. Hey, Hope.
I like draw my gun and I motion like come over.
Okay, James, you can see this. He's only stepped towards the niche. He's not in it. Oh shit! I can give you guys a map.
Nice.
I think.
We get a whole map of the mansion now.
No, just this cellar.
Just the
One
basement.
moment.
Because we found the basement immediately.
Hold on.
We it's like when you what's that called? In like a video game where you're not following the correct route, and so like you've got things to trigger.
Well, no, you
incorrectly.
haven't opened any of these
Yeah.
doors yet. I didn't do one of the room with the doors closed. We're gonna wait till you get the doors open.
All
And
right.
then I'll show you the map of this cellar and the other. Yeah, because I only did a map of that other cellar, the wine cellar, and this room. I didn't, and there was that secret door in between them. I didn't do a map of just this room alone because I didn't actually expect you guys to find that. I expected you to follow the trail. Never mind. Anyway, what are you doing?
Um,
Games never
are
survive.
they
trails.
over here?
I never went.
He's motioning you over, James.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm heading that way.
Okay, yeah. Daniel's following. So yeah, they're over there. You see
And I
that
see
now,
the door.
James. The door
There's
with the
another
bar
door.
says danger. To the left, there's a door you didn't notice before because it was kind of out of your sight lines. Just looks
Yep.
like a regular door. It's a good solid door.
That's what was throwing me off.
And then we're gonna open it up with the guns
Which
ready.
door are you opening? There are two
The
doors.
the non-barred door.
Okay, yeah.
non-bar,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. Um,
The non-danger door.
I've already reloaded my one round.
You go click. It doesn't appear to be locked. It opens into the room. This opens into a room. Actually, do you still have the torch? You don't have the torch, Yorie.
Yeah.
It opens into
Oh,
a
no.
dark room.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's a dark room. You can see some furniture and a bed in there, barely, but there aren't any torches over in this niche area, so it's not as much light. There are other torches still in the cellar.
Grab a torch.
Okay. Jack goes and gets a torch.
Give it to Daniel.
Daniel takes it he was reaching for it as you walked by,
Yeah.
and he holds it in the doorway so you guys can see better. Where are we at? 9:30. Cool. It's a smaller room. It's about 12 feet wide, maybe 20 feet deep. Again, stone walls and that kind of thing. This is really well made down here. It looks like it's the quarters of a person, possibly senior to like anybody like Bobby and maybe the people that are living in the next room. The furnishings are less crude. When you put Bobby in the bed, it's little more than a mat. It was like a thin mattress on a board. That's what those beds are. They are cheap shit beds. Um, this
one's nice.
It's nicer. The furnishings are less crude and the place is clean and tidy, as if cared for by a servant. There's a comfortable looking bed in the far left corner, back in the far left corner, comfortable looking bed. With a wooden locker at its foot, just like the beds outside, except this is nicer. A small wooden table stands against the wall to your right, and it's in the picture too. And beside it is a padded leather chair. Ooh. On the table is what appears to be a brass 9-inch candlestick with 3 candles. They're not lit presently. And it looks like the candles are about half cooked. You can see a small wooden box under the table. You see a bullseye lantern with a movable shutter over the lens. In the box, it's not lit, obviously. On the shelf above the table are stacked 3 books. In the hold on a second. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, yeah, yeah. In the back corner to the right, you see what appears to be a wooden cupboard with the door closed. So there's a lot of stuff happening in this room, but nobody's here. You don't see anybody in this room.
I'm gonna grab the bullseye lantern.
Yep, it's a bullseye lantern.
As they're going in, I'm
Love
realizing
it.
how much blood is on me.
You have a lot of blood.
I'm going over to just like, I guess that you said there was like a roll of cloth or something.
There's a roll of cloth. There's also the beds with blankets on them. They're
I don't wanna
closer,
get
actually.
my blankets dirty.
But you want to get a roll of cloth dirty.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
Yep,
walking
I'm
back
gonna
across the room because it's all
get
the way
the
over
blood
by the
off of me.
stairs.
Yeah.
Make me a quick spot hidden
As someone has rolled up on us.
or praise. I'll take either one.
Oh hell yeah!
You got a high praise?
99.
You 99. What is your spot hidden under
Good.
50?
Yeah.
Is your praise under 50?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's just cloth. You start
Just
trying to wipe
cloth.
yourself off with this cloth. It is let's see.
Man, it feels real nice.
It's a big bolt of cloth. You know, like those big giant rugs you find
Yeah.
rolled up.
All
and,
rolled up.
and- yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's this really fine cloth. It's great for soaking up stuff. Awesome. Good job. Meanwhile, so Jack just walks out of the room as you guys are entering. You went over and picked up the lantern, and do you have matches or something, James?
I do have matches.
Yeah, and it's a bullseye lantern, so it's meant to like shine a beam of light. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's like a
illuminate
flashlight.
A big, yeah, it's like a flashlight. Yes. Um. I wonder.
Can I keep the door open to use it more like a more broad bullseye? Of course, it won't go as far.
No, it's gonna
but-
still be like a flashlight, even no matter what
Okay.
you do. It's like shiny on the inside, so it focuses the light out that one little thing, but that can be opened and closed. I mean, it's like a flashlight. You're getting a good amount of light. Daniel asked you for a match.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have matches, so he takes the match, he lights it, and he lights those 3 candles on the brass candlestick as well, which illuminates the room even better.
Oh,
So,
okay.
what do you want to do? Jack just left. You don't know where he went.
He was moving the body around, so I'm assuming he might be trying to get blood.
He's crazy. He might be trying to get blood. He's gonna drink it. Okay.
He's probably just trying to clean up the crime scene.
Scotty said this is some classic Edgerton Group excuse making. I don't remember what he was referring to though, because I haven't been watching it closely enough.
Good.
Anyway, so
That's what made me kill Bobby.
you're gonna have a short while, James, if you want to look around this room. What do you want to look
Yeah,
at?
no, I'll peruse around, look in
There's,
the cupboards too to make sure there's not more
cupboard.
secret doors.
Yeah, the cupboard. So that cupboard's in the corner. The wooden box. There's also there appears to be 3 flasks,
Ooh.
as well as some matches
Nice
are in there
flask.
as well. 8 candles and a piece of parchment were all in that box, in addition to the lantern.
What's on the parchment?
Well, paper. It's paper. I will send it to you,
nice.
and then you'll be able to look at it and say, "I'm looking at this."
And then you can say, "Roll me for sanity."
Handouts. Bam. No. It's looking like this. And we will let our viewers, how many viewers have we got? Let's see, where is my internets?
Some odd amount.
We got 4 viewers. That's actually super great for my
Right.
channel. Where the hell? Aha! Nope. Aha! For the viewers at home, it looks something like this. There's the piece of paper. Bobby's dead, so he can't help you with that. But anyway.
He was slow anyways.
Yorie, make me a dex check.
Okay.
This will determine how long it's going to take you to clean up to your
Oh,
satisfaction.
hell yeah. It's going to take a long time.
You
78.
fail? Okay. Yeah, it's soaking it up, kind of, but it also kind of like some of the
Smears it.
Yeah, it smears it. It's going to take you a while to really try to to get the blood out. Your pants, your knees are soaked. You were kneeling trying to help Bobby in his blood pool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
oh, can I also mention I tried to step around it because I like
around
to
the
keep
blood.
myself looking nice.
Yeah, I would have fucking stepped
So,
around that pool of blood. I wouldn't want to be
yeah.
walking through a bunch of blood. So you're
I
gonna have
would
a little
say
more
it's
time,
assumed with
James,
your character.
if you wanna look around this room. You went
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. So I'm definitely going
let's
to
see.
pocket
Well,
the
there's the three
paper.
books. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go over this again. Wooden locker, the wooden table with the chair, the candlestick, um, far from under wooden box, and the wooden box. The shelf above the table has the three books, and then there's the cupboard with the door closed. The cupboard. Okay, so there's the cupboard. Here's the three books.
We'll
There's the
start with the
bed.
cupboard. Go big to little.
The cupboard. There's an oilskin coat hanging on the cupboard. This is something that you would use to,
Like waterproof
yeah, it's
coat.
waterproof. It's a waterproof coat. Um, yeah, that's all that's in there. That's all that's hanging in the cupboard. It's almost like a little wardrobe.
I
Um,
definitely check for a false back.
Give me a spot hidden.
Because, like, this is well, actually, no, this is a regular door to a secret room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
So 20, I believe
It's not a
base
reg-
is
it's not a
25, but
secret door.
yeah, I've got 40. So I make a regular.
You don't
You
find
said
any
you have
secret
40.
panels or anything
Okay.
in the cupboard. The cupboard seems to be okay. Yori, I'll give
Good.
you the
Good.
choice of deciding you're good enough, or do you want to keep going, cleaning up?
Do I feel like I'm going to get blood all over anything I interact with?
No, no. Your hands
No,
are
then I'm good
wiped.
enough.
Your
I'm good
knees are
enough.
soaked. You can feel some blood, like kind of probably creeping down into
In
your
your shoes.
Into
shoes.
my boots.
But and there is probably some blood on your clothing, but it's soaked
I just
in.
wanted to make sure I
Unless you're
wasn't getting
hugging
blood
shit.
everywhere.
No, no. You can. Your hands are wiped off on this cloth. The cloth is a wreck, though. Used quite a bit of it. Because it
Mhm.
didn't really absorb like you hoped it would. It was
Yeah.
a lot of the blood kind of sloughed off, but yeah. So yeah, you can head back over into that room if you
Yeah.
want.
All right.
Are you going into the room where Hazard is?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's searching in a cupboard, like knocking on it and like tapping and shit like that.
Trying to move
Hazard,
it from the wall.
yeah,
Three
you can
books.
slide it out from the wall if you want. What?
3 books.
The books. Can you read? Yeah, you can read, right?
Yeah.
You can't not read. Um,
You can hit
the
the
first
fingers.
one is a volume of erotic poetry, fully
Ooh.
illustrated. In the pack it goes.
Yep.
The second
Good.
one appears to be a naval almanac.
Mhm.
It lists tide times for for the area of coast, for this area of coast in 100 miles either direction, which is interesting.
Jack has an idea.
Hmm.
I don't have to roll for that.
No, if you have
Jack
an idea, Jack has
yeah.
an idea. Yeah, you can if you can think of
Yeah.
something.
I wonder if that barred door leads to like some tunnels that lead down to like a cove that is only accessible during certain times of the day, according to the tides, and
Could be.
that this is a smuggling operation, maybe.
Hmm. If that's true, that bolt of cloth might actually have been valuable.
Valuable. Nah.
You're not sure. You're
That's
not
some
sure.
shitty ass cloth that they used to repair their bed
Do you
sheets.
want to look at the third volume now?
Yes.
This appears to be a learned volume concerning mesmerism.
Ooh.
Um, and you find another piece of paper stuffed into this book that's not part of the
Uh-huh.
book. It has
Paper.
simple words and phrases in English, and then it's like words like um, stop, fight, lift, that, pick this up, and then something is written next to it, and that is not English on this piece of paper.
Can I get that as a handout?
No,
For me personally?
no, there's no
I'm
handout
keeping
for
that.
this. There's no.
I'm
Yeah, you
keeping
can
that,
keep
though.
it, but jot
Right.
down that you have this piece of paper with these words on it. Um,
Right.
but you can't make head or tail of the words. So
I can try to pronounce them.
there's probably a couple dozen words. You can, yeah, you can try to pronounce them. All right. Um, Hazard.
Oh,
You can't find anything with this unless you want to smash it to pieces. Uh, it
no.
appears to be solid. It doesn't appear to have any secret cavities or anything like that in it that you can
I
tell.
just heard locker, so I'd probably look at that next.
The locker.
Locker.
The wooden locker. There's some clothing in here, um, but nothing of value. Um, There is an apron, a leather apron, and pants, extra pair of pants with suspenders, a shirt. They all kind of smell a little bit, and some socks and some underclothes. That's all that's in the
Math,
locker.
erotica.
Volume of erotic poetry, fully illustrated.
Yeah, erotica.
Hell yeah. No.
Um, oh, tides.
Now you said box, but
And
was
an
that the
esper.
locker?
The box had the flasks in it.
Okay.
That if you pop one of the corks and smell it, it smells like lantern
Oil.
oil.
Hmm.
A matches, candles, and that piece of parchment you found with the markings on it that I put
I will
into player
keep
handouts
one of the oil
when they're
flasks.
explaining why they gunned down Bobby. Okay, thank you
Yeah,
for
that's what I
that.
figured he was talking about.
In this time period, it's equivalent of today's restroom signs. Ah, could be. Um, I'm sorry. What'd you say, James? William Hauser?
I'm gonna pocket that flask of oil.
There's 3 flasks of oil. They're like
Oh yeah. Oh,
pints of oil. Or
so
yeah,
so
they're
not
good
like a
size.
regular kind of
No,
flask.
they're not flasks like you drink out of. They're just big bottles of oil. They're fairly
Oh,
With cork.
solid, so that they'd be hard to break. I mean, you can't just like drop it and it shatters. Well, maybe on stone.
never mind.
If
Then
you
I will
throw it
leave
straight down,
that
yeah,
where
it's
it
gonna
is.
break. But it's a solid glass, so that it's not just gonna bust when you look at it weird.
Yeah. The funny thing is because I actually do have a drinking flask full of oil.
Okay. Okay.
So I was trying to add it to the
Yes,
stock
that's
because
weird.
you might want to burn
That's
stuff, you
weird.
know.
That's weird for a gentleman to have.
Well, not when he's got Firebug on as his traits. Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh, oh, God.
yeah,
But
okay.
no,
So there's the table, there's the bed, there's the locker, the the leather covered chair, padded leather chair, um, and the
anything
cabinet which you've already
that
searched, and the locker you've
I'm
already
is
gonna,
looked at.
I'm
good.
gonna check in the cushions of the leather padded chair.
Okay, like you cutting it open, or are you just like
No,
seeing
just
if you
like
can feel
feeling
anything?
in
Yeah.
where like the leather
Okay.
meets.
No, you don't really feel anything in there. There's some obviously something soft in there, probably some cotton or something
Right.
to make it a
I was
relatively
looking for
comfortable.
loose change that might have fallen in.
You don't find
Uh,
any loose
Good.
change.
nah, no secret notes.
Hey
No,
Jack, have you
there's no.
seen anything to put a code into? You're like, this is something
Code.
Oh, you show them that
What's a code?
X's and stuff.
like a safe,
Like a password? You gotta tell people passwords. You don't put them in anything. Well, I guess you could hide them.
like a safe.
My daddy never let me touch the safe. I don't even know what that thing looks like.
All right.
You want to show him whatever it is?
Oh yeah, no, I'm showing you the note.
Okay.
The one dash XXX.
All right.
It's all about the kisses for number one.
It's all about the kisses. Nah, I ain't seen nothing like that. I'm gonna flip the mattress.
Yeah, flip it. Nothing under the
Anything
mattress.
under that mattress?
Yeah,
Take the
it is
sheet
like the
off.
bed's
Right.
out in front, except it's a nicer mattress. So it's just simply boards and a frame.
I take the
Um,
sheet off the mattress. There any like holes already made in it? Now they could be storing something in it.
No.
No.
Nope.
These are bounty
Oh
hunter things
Jack, what do you
101.
think's so dangerous? Kind of like, gestures towards the hallway.
Huh? Oh.
I think he's gesturing towards the danger door.
Going by these books I keep picking up, I think they got like a. I think that goes down to the ocean, and like, it's a secret cove entrance or something. That's my current theory. Also, am I a damn good detective or what?
Yes, you found that secret door very well.
So you're
And
gonna tell your friends about me, right?
we have to finish the case.
Of course.
But
I
so
doubt you have
far,
any
yeah,
friends in
this will
town.
be a good part of the review.
I guess I put the bed back together.
Oh, yeah, okay. You can put the bed back together.
So we've investigated the box that was at the desk. The 4 books. The 3 books.
The cupboard.
Cupboard.
He's looked extensively around the cupboard.
Yeah,
There's a
cupboard stuff.
table. There's a table there.
Under the bed. Under the bed. I didn't look under the bed.
No, nobody looked under the bed.
Oh, the
Look
bottom of
under
the
the
table
bed.
too.
Make me bottom of the table. Spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
I'll give you bonus dice for these, actually.
Oh shit! I love it when you give me the bonus die. I really don't need it. Yeah, because I rolled an 02, and for shiggles I rolled again, and it was 92.
Okay,
Currently.
great. There does appear to be a secret cavity under the tabletop. It's way too thick under there. You're like, there's no drawer. It must be something here.
I knew it was going to be a dud. I'm very surprised there was something.
You found something. What about you? How'd you do, Yorie?
Failed.
You failed? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks like it's flagstone floor under there. And that's all there is to it. Yeah, but there's obviously some kind of something, either that or somebody decided to make this table like super solid for some reason. There's no reason for this. Yeah, you find, fairly quickly find, it's actually real simple. You pull the table out from the wall and it's just open in the back.
Oh.
It's just like a cavity. It's not, I mean, that's the secret part of it. There's a book in there as well.
Oh, hell yeah, books.
Pull out the book.
There's some writing. There's it's a manuscript. It's not a printed book. Your book of exotic poetry was printed. The Naval Almanac was printed, and so was the volume concerning mesmerism. But this book is handwritten. It claims to be the knowledge of the ages, preserved forever, for the use of someone called Aloysius Karen. Kerran is the name. This isn't like an old book like you'd find in a tomb, blah blah blah. This is a fairly new. The ink isn't wet, but it is
fairly recent.
Yes. So this is obviously a new book somebody's using. There we go.
Just flip through it.
Yeah.
Read like a sentence on each page. Just try to.
It's complicated. It's kind of crazy and out there. Apparently, there's a way he can brew something called the dream drug, which he has hidden. He says, "I've hidden. They'll never find it." And certain other things that claim to be spells. Now, here's the thing. You could be a doubter, which I've told you about that. Your character can read mythos
It's
tomes,
dangerous,
and it
but
doesn't affect you at all
my guy's probably gonna be a doubter
That's fine.
until he sees something.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything like. I mean, you had to do one sanity check for the horrible murder of Bobby.
We killed Bobby.
That's regular. That's regular.
Yeah,
bad
that's
stuff.
regular sanity loss. It's not like crazy weird sanity loss. It's just regular sanity loss for being terrible, horrible murderers. Bobby did run, but anyway, you find that yes.
Yeah, the only time I shot is when I thought he was going for a shotgun.
No, that's yeah, justify. Okay, so what's the plan? What do you guys want to do?
Hidden shotgun.
It's 9:50, so we're gonna wrap up here shortly.
I say we burn everything, right, Mr. Hazard?
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. No, stay in character.
No.
I mean, they're clear. Anybody that comes in here is clearly going to know we were here. So
there's blood all over the place. Dead guy in a bed.
Well, they won't know what. They won't know
smoke.
that we
won't. They
here.
won't know it was us. Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Unless they were watching.
Of course, I've been asking
Now
around.
we can also
about
just
it.
end right here if you guys want, or we can go a little further if you want to check out the danger room, or do anything else.
I don't want to
Figure
open
out what's
the
going
danger
on with the
room.
danger room.
Good.
And you did see hinges on the door to the danger room. It obviously opens into this room. So FYI.
I want to keep the bar
Into
closed
the
in
main
case we
room.
need to relock it.
Well, the bar's on there, so.
Oh well, no. After we take it off,
Oh God.
as we're taking it off.
Wait, if you were wanting structurally soundness with the bar, wouldn't you have it open into whatever you were trying to keep out?
Actually, you're probably right. I'm guessing, yeah, it does open into that room. We'll say
Yeah.
that. If it was a
What?
prison of some kind, then yeah, you would want the door to open into this room. You'd see the hinges. Um,
So we do not see the hinges.
you don't
Oh,
see
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
hinges.
Never mind.
So
Never
the
mind.
door,
Yeah,
no,
hinges would
no,
be
I
on
think
our
you're right,
side.
Yori. The way this place was built, it probably would open into that other area.
Into the
Gotcha.
danger room.
If that was a hallway, you would expect that door to open into this room. So that might be another room, not a hallway. Or somebody might have just built it that way that it opens into the hallway.
Okay.
But yeah, we're going to say it does open into that other area. You do not see hinges. I was mistaken. The note is Morse
Wait,
code
we're
for
still.
blah.
Bobby.
Anyway, so what do you guys want to do?
Oh, up.
We can also go a little over if it comes down to that.
Mm.
Mm, my pack's
Yorie,
pretty
would
full.
Jack want to go in the door
That is
or
a
open the
Jack
door?
is brave.
Oh,
Jack
okay.
will go in the door if you suggest it.
Shh, no, don't tell what you would do. I hate
Well,
when
no,
people
no,
tell me in
yeah,
character,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, if you
I
do
don't
this, I'm
need to
going
know
to do
what
that.
you
I'm
would
Jack's
like,
do.
Did you
Jack's
say that to
going
me?" And
over.
they're like, no.
Jack's
I hate
going over
that.
to the door and he's pulling the bar.
Okay, you pull the bar off. Yep.
Definitely
That's a
pull the
total.
gun back out.
It's nothing. Daniel will draw his weapon as well. Too much meta.
Again, he's got his torch
Nailed
ready
it.
so we can see inside this dark room that we're going into.
Yeah, Daniel has a torch.
All
There's
right,
also a
and I open the door.
candelabra in that last room. There's also his bullseye lantern that he's picked up
Yeah,
if he wants to use it.
I said
Oh
we
yeah,
put
definitely
that
use the
back
bullseye.
whenever we're done here.
What are you guys doing? The
Yeah,
door is unbarred.
creep open the door.
It's not locked. You push your thumb onto the thumb thing. I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell that's called. You push open the door. It actually opens it opens like to your right.
Uh-huh.
Um, and shining lights in.
I'm glad you said that because I was thinking left the whole time.
Right. No, I was too actually, but it makes more sense that it would open to the right.
I was actually thinking right the whole time.
The room was dark, very dark. The light from the room behind you and the light that several lights you're holding in your hands, spills faintly in. The room it actually is brightly lit now. It's about 12 feet across, and then it goes off to your left. It looks like the near wall is to your right. So it probably fills in the rest of the area of this cellar area. To your left, there's only darkness at first, and then when you shine the lantern in, you see that standing, 3 on either wall, are skeletons. There are 3 skeletons standing against the wall, or they must be attached to the wall in some way.
Beyond skeletons.
How tall are these skeletons?
They're skeletons. They're people. They're
No,
dead.
like are they children skeletons?
No. They're not children skeletons.
Like adult. Okay.
There doesn't appear to be any other doors or entrances. Hold on, I can show you guys. I think I have mapped out everything that you have found so far in the cellar.
Definitely can't get berries this
Here
way.
we go. No, it doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere.
You don't see any other doors. Here we go. So, here's a map. I don't have one for the audience because I do not have
Hard
any
copy.
means of showing it to you, except by
Oh,
showing
you
it.
can pull it up on Discord real quick.
You always stream your Discord.
I don't know how to do that. I don't want to mess with my stream because I'm afraid I'll somehow screw everything up.
Oh
Change
no!
the
Like
channels.
on Discord right now, you're showing.
Us.
You can show your screen instead of showing yourself.
I don't have it
for
on
a
this
moment.
computer. It's on the other computer.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So anyway, yeah.
Wait. But now you can click it
So
in
you
Discord.
guys can see the room now. There's the steps that are the lower room is the secret room, obviously. The upper
Okay.
room
yep.
is
I
the
see
cellar,
23 is the
wine
vault.
cellar. Yeah, 20 is the wine cellar. 21 is the cellar that had everything in it: the beds, the table, the fireplace, and all that stuff. 22 is the little room that is there, and then 23 is the room you're now peering into with. And the skeletons are up on towards the top of that room, towards the north. 3 on each wall. They are not moving.
I don't really see a reason to go in here.
Aside from
We shine around it.
skeletons.
There's just skeletons,
You
right?
see skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know about your paper about Beyond Skeletons.
Yes, you
I did
did.
say
He
it.
told you that.
Oh, you did?
He said
Once again-
it says
Oh,
beyond
sorry.
skeletons. He
He
said
has
that
James
when you
hearing
guys
right now.
were standing in the room.
Maybe there's another
And I
secret door on
repeat
the
it
other
when we
side?
come in here.
Right, he said it too.
Beyond Skeletons.
And Hazard said maybe there's another secret door. If there is, you don't see it, but then it wouldn't be secret.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those skeletons do look nasty.
They look like
Step in slowly.
skeletons. Yeah.
I'm trying to look to see why/how these skeletons are standing.
You don't see any. They must be somehow like attached on the spine, but you don't see any metal pieces or anything holding them up against the walls.
You gonna go looking for a secret door? You seem to be pretty good at finding them too.
Look around. We need someone to stay at the door so we don't get locked in here.
That would
I'll
suck.
stay at the door. Daniel will stay at the door. I'll
Jack
go in
will
with
stay
you.
at the door. Okay, Daniel will stand at the door. He will stand basically in the room in front of the door, so there's no way that it can close like without him being in the way.
And keep an eye towards the stairs in case anybody else comes down.
He nods and he's watching out more out of the room. He's just gonna watch out of the room. He actually does take the candelabra. No, he's got a torch. He actually kind of looks around behind the door, and then starts watching out into the cellar room.
Good, because
Where
I did
Bobby's dead
forget to look
body is.
behind the door.
Where are you going? What are you doing? There's, like I said, there's 3 skeletons
Kind
on
of
each wall.
stepping into the room. Let's say blocks. I'm in the middle set of blocks. I'm going to be 2 blocks up. So I'm
Okay.
almost in the middle.
So basically the skeletons are 1, 2, 3 in those squares basically.
Oh, in the furthest down, basically?
Yeah, the furthest.
Okay,
no,
perfect.
yeah, the furthest 3. On one side and the other.
Go ahead and look for that door.
Are you looking
Kinda.
too, Jack, or not?
I'm kind of looking a little bit. But I'm
Okay,
not
you can
good
each
at
make
finding
these spot
these
hidden.
things.
Now, secret doors
I
are
like
if it's a
it.
good secret door, it'll be hard to find. You
Nope.
can also push your roll. Don't forget pushing. I totally forgot pushing. Like under the bed, you could have pushed. I totally forgot.
This is pretty entertaining. I'm loving the either zeros or 90s. So
So
I got
what-
an 09 this time.
Is that what kind of a success is that? What is your?
It's a hard.
Is this a
yours is
spot?
base. Oh no,
Spot
yours
hidden.
is 40, right?
Mine's 40. Oh, it's
1 point away.
One point off
from
extreme.
You
Damn.
can push the roll. Remember, pushes succeed, but they have consequences if you roll a fail. What about you, Yorie? How'd
I'll
you
agree to push if I'm just rolling the
I didn't
the
see no
single
secret door.
digit.
roll? No, you're rolling the whole thing. But
I know, no,
with a push
definitely don't
roll,
want to push.
you still succeed, even if you fail. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you. Oh,
you
yeah.
succeed, but there's a consequence. Scotty says, push it, push it, push it.
Just for
Push,
Scotty.
push,
For
push.
Scotty, I'll
hold
push.
on. Before you roll, Jack, what was your roll?
Oh, like 58.
So complete fail, big time fail.
Complete
Okay.
fail.
So
Yeah.
you're like tapping on the walls and looking around, trying to push on things. Nothing's happening. Yeah, you want to push it?
I'll
Hazard?
push for that extreme. I'm not gonna get
Can
it.
you get us extreme?
I got the 8, but it was 28, so it's still. Well, now
So
it's not a hard, but a regular.
Yeah. Okay. So you pushed and failed. And I didn't tell you your consequence, which is fine. I kind of like doing it better that way.
Oh yeah.
So you're feeling around and you realize one of these skeletons you feel, and that's like this wall is different than the others. You've actually like put your hand through the rib cage of the skeleton to
Good.
and felt this wall, because directly behind the skeleton you're guessing is a secret door of some kind, and you're trying to figure out how to open it when the skeleton's hand comes up and grabs your arm. Everybody makes sanity checks, and that's where we'll end.
Yeah.
We'll end with the cliffhanger. Let me find my
I
skeleton.
didn't make my sanity check.
Awesome.
I failed the sanity.
I'll go ahead and
as
tell you,
well.
Jack's not going to make any sanity checks.
How bad is his
Uh-oh.
sanity?
It's base 30.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Okay, so did you
Damn,
make yours,
dude.
Hazard?
No.
Okay, give me a roll for give me a roll for Daniel, and then we'll figure out what happens to Jack. And if Jack does not go temporarily insane, then
Can I do a retro too about just leaving Owen Star a note?
No.
Ah, damn.
Nope.
Nope, we're gonna
You
make
can do
Owen
it.
Star find you the hard way.
The hard way.
Oh yeah, sanity check for
Good thing I left the cellar door,
Daniel,
the
give
big
me a
trap
roll.
door open.
Hazard, give me a roll for Daniel.
Oh yeah, sorry, 77.
Trapdoors
Probably
open. All the secret doors are open right now.
Nope,
77.
nope. Cellar, wine cellar door is
The
shut.
wine
Oh,
cellar doors
It was closed. Okay.
But
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
right.
blood
You grabbed
trail
it and closed
going
it.
to it.
There's a blood trail going directly to it. Okay, so Daniel, Jesus lost 6 sanity. Daniel is shaken
Ooh.
and not in good shape from where the hell did I put my pencil? God damn it! I always lose my pencil every game. Daniel's like, oh, is the noise he makes. Let's give him a quick. What is it? It's an intelligence check, isn't it? Uh-oh. Daniel's very smart.
Yeah,
Daniel has gone temporarily insane.
I was afraid that he'd be smart.
Yorie, you failed too, right? Jack failed?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jack
we all
loses
failed.
4. Almost.
Aw,
But
man.
not quite.
Come on.
Let's see what happens to
1.
Daniel. Where did my... and I keep that page marked. Okay. Okay. Daniel is just like, he drops the torch to the ground. It stays lit. It's a torch.
Yeah.
And then he's like doing like this, like he's blind.
Oh,
Indeed.
that's not
so
good.
that's one less gun probably. And there's
Guns aren't good against skeletons.
Let's see. Let me write down what's happened to Dan.
They are when you place them against the vertebrae.
Yeah, and I think that is probably where we'll leave with the cliffhanger. As all of the skeletons start to move.
Is that when we cue the JoJo music?
And then the door slams shut. What? No. I don't know JoJo.
No,
The song
Roundabout.
Roundabout, yes.
The what?
Just don't worry about it.
It's just a good cliffhanger music.
Okay. Well, then that's when you would cue it. Because everything's gone to hell. And Daniel has gone blind in panicked fear. I was hoping he'd faint. Okay, questions, comments, suggestions.
No, that was good. If it wasn't for Yorie, that might have taken a good bit of searching to find that. But Yorie just aced it.
Aced it.
Yeah, damn it. You already got to the basement. Didn't even get to look in the house.
Yeah, there could be a whole bunch of things that were very useful in that second floor.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like it's gone, but Scotty Garcia says, Bloody Bobby rises from the bed. Why the heck did they shoot Bobby is Scoty's question. Why did you gun down Bobby?
I thought he was going for a gun.
Okay.
And I only shot him the one time. After I noticed he was trying to get away, I wasn't going to shoot him
anymore. He's seen our faces.
Scotty said they must answer for their crimes. He's seen our faces.
He's seen our faces. And
everybody saw you ride out of town heading that direction.
Yeah.
By tomorrow, everybody in town is going to know you went up there.
He's seen our faces, and he has 10 friends.
Scotty says you shot him after Jack shot him in the chest.
Yeah. Well, no,
Scotty
I've had a guy that had like 1 health and he still killed my character.
Doesn't matter.
Well, no, yeah.
The threat was real.
No, if I had noticed and taken into account everything, well, I still wouldn't have known if there was a weapon strapped to the bottom of something.
Yeah. Because a guy running away from you is going to come back at 3 dudes with guns with a weapon. Think about it. Okay, but that's okay. You can kill anybody you want. It wasn't murder technically. I mean, well, yeah, okay, it was murder, but it wasn't like double tapping somebody. This is a Lowell Tolhurst move.
A what?
Lowell was one of Scoty's old characters who was a kind of a murder hobo. I think the whole party was sort of murder hobos, but Lowell could be nasty. What about you guys? Questions, comments, suggestions? What do you think so far? You guys found your way right to what's
Oh my god, yeah.
on.
So like
You've also found lots of clues and lots of books and papers and
yeah, I got some reading material for Sebastian.
You've also got the whatever that the X's and dashes are. No idea what that is.
And Yorie, did you pocket the clearly spell book?
The mesmerizing book?
You're the one that found that.
Oh yeah, no,
and
and
found it.
You
And I
found
put
the
it.
very clearly spell book.
If you didn't pick it
Yeah,
up,
and I thought
nobody
I
picked
thought
it
I
up.
showed it to you.
No,
No.
Okay.
you didn't show
In
me
that
anything you
case-
found on the desk.
In that case, I put it on the table and left it.
So it's sitting on top of the table. That's fine.
Yes.
If you guys survive, you can deal with that next time. So I think we're
Nah,
gonna. I'm gonna.
James got the James here and James brain this session.
Yeah, James, man.
No, I can't. I can't hear. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, get you a better headset. I got a Logitech. It works real well.
Oh no, it's a great headset. I'm bad at hearing.
So, yeah, we will probably try to play again in 2 weeks if that's going to work for
Comprehended.
people. I think I will. That would be March 16th. We'll send Kyle a note too. Hopefully his dog is better. And what will probably
Definitely.
be
I hope by
done.
then.
Fix your ears, Scotty Garbitas. What will probably be done is I will
need
deal
to get
with
them
Star first, and we will see about if we can get him up to the mansion. One person that knows where you went. Wait, does Sebastian know where you went?
Yeah, remember he said I
Sebastian-
don't want to
yeah.
go get no
So
honk.
Sebastian does. Yeah, he don't want to go up and get the haints. There's haints up there. Sebastian's apparently at least superstitious enough to believe in ghosts and doesn't like them. So there is that. We'll see if Star will go up to see what's up. And you've left the trapdoor to the living area upstairs is wide open. Um, uh,
Kyle gets in the mansion. He says, first step, second floor.
no, we'll get you guys together pretty quickly. He'll probably hear gunfire and screaming coming from down the trapdoor or under his feet, under the floor, is my guess. Because he will probably arrive shortly after this whole cliffhanger ending. And maybe
I don't know. He
help
don't got a horse. How's he gonna get out there as fast as we did
He won't. You guys have been fucking around in this mansion for at least an hour.
for a while?
Oh
Probably
yeah.
about an hour. You were messing around searching rooms upstairs first.
You cleaned up a murder scene, Yorie. That takes a little while.
I didn't clean up the murder scene. I cleaned up the murderee.
A murder scene, indeed. All right, so
Good.
good job, guys. And hey, Scotty, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with us.
You're the best, Scotty.
Scotty knows this scenario, or he knows of it. I don't know if he has a copy. The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh for Dungeons and Dragons,
Nice.
published back in the '80s. It's a very, very cool scenario, and I really like it. And so far, you guys are doing real well. But this is the actual. They're in the scenario. So I'm gonna stop streaming and say goodnight. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.
Have a good one.